10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, it is I. I don't know if the mic is working, but I'm going to double check. You look, it is working. Oh, everything's working. Hello. We're in the town of Poso, a very deserty town, just on the outskirts of Sabras. Hello, welcome. I am the Dungeon Master, also known as Son of the amazing creation? No, this one's Astrial. I am in a very predicament where my brain fried, because I wanted to get everything out and done for today. And here I am, I've finally done it, so hello. Restart. Welcome to Astrial, a homebrew campaign created by yours truly. I'm getting there slowly. Yeah. I think we're good. I'm just casually creating some quick maps, just in case if we want to do something. But yeah, we've got 2 out of the 3 at the moment. One of them is going to be joining shortly. They're just having some computer issues, and yeah, there's some other issues. And the other 2 are basically out doing some things such as work or other things. Now, additionally, for the information, so this will be the last session for the week. So it was a double session sort of deal where we had one session on Sunday and then obviously tonight's session. That will be it for this week, and next week we won't be doing any sessions. I've completely ruled out that week for sessions. I just want a mental break for me personally. I just wanted to have 2 sessions this week, because that way we had some players who could play, some who couldn't. Next week we'll just be taking a break. Then I'll have, for the week after that, I'll try and schedule a bit more for the players who couldn't attend tonight. So 2 players that couldn't attend were Little Blue, also known as Black Knight, and Melody, also known as Ruby. Sorry, some burp. Now, the players that can attend tonight are Azura, so Phoenix, and then Debrew, also known as Scythe, and then Lucinia, who is Ice Prince. Now, Ice Prince will be a little bit later in chat. I don't know if they've managed to join yet. If not, no, they haven't. But yeah, so let's get back into chat. It'll be mostly just a sort of filler episode where we're just going to be doing some side quests here and there, trying to make some money for the trip through the desert, because the desert is a harsh place, seeing that it is the largest continent in Astrial. So, furthermore, let's go to the party and discuss what we're going to do for tonight. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
We just finished the most weirdest conversation. Oh, it was, yeah, you'd be glad you didn't unmute earlier.
It's a lesson of not drinking piss. That's just...
I'm not going to question it then.
We were talking desert survival tactics and that came up.
1, 2, 4 levels. I think I called it that.
I'll get to level up to level 3. Oh well, I'll do that later.
Level, it's like this, so it's level 1, 2, 4. I think I do it like that.
Go away, Milo.
Yeah, okay. Both spaces.
We're already having the talking in the heads.
Yeah, I'm telling him to go away so he doesn't annoy me for the rest of the night.
So, for reference, you guys had just arrived at the small town of Pulso, which is more so of a coastal desert city. So, for a little background history on Zabras, basically, before the Godly War, it used to be a very lush sort of continent. It had trees, there was a small desert, very... what's the word? Lush in nature. Now, when the rupture happened, so during the Godly War, the fragmentation of the world where it split and water filled the world and stuff like that, basically Zabras got the harsh heat ray of it, sort of thing. So basically, scorched earth sort of situation where the whole continent had been wiped in a large, horrid sort of fiery ray, where a lot of its citizens were either killed in the blaze or those who did survive it were altered in a way to be more adaptive to this new environment. So when the war ended and time slowly progressed, the continent started to turn more into a magical sort of desert. So that's why the whole island of the continent is a large desert. And you'll find that some areas still have that patch of like oasis sort of jungle area, but other places you won't find it, and it would just be harsh desert. Now, Pulso, a small town, it has a dock area which is off the map for reference, but basically you have arrived just on the outskirts next to the stable. You are currently, it would be about nighttime, I think it was. It was quite late at night. You guys have the option to head into town, go into the inn, or just set up camp outside of town and just sit there.
Pretty sure everyone probably want to spend a night in the inn. Mainly because we've just spent a couple of days on a boat.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Let everybody rest in a nice bed.
Yeah. And we can gather together in the morning and think of a plan as to what we're gonna do.
Sounds good to me.
Got a lot of ground to cover in this place.
I've seen maps of it. I've heard it's massive.
Yeah! Pretty much, yeah. Not gonna lie, have been travelling through this place since I was, 5.
Well, you did say you were from Zabras, didn't you?
If you can't tell by my accent, yeah.
No, I definitely couldn't tell because I've never actually been over to Zabras before, and I don't get many people in the farmland area of Ganassi. Ganas.
Well, I don't really think I've heard of much people ending up from Ganas down here anyway. So, there's a Burning Rattle Inn. It's just up this way.
Okay, lead the way, Dabu.
A double. Double.
Go back to the main page. Sorry, I'm doing two things. I'm quickly trying to
Yum!
Desert goblins for you.
Yeah!
I see an Ice Prince has joined.
That's good. I'll set some music for Yeah, so you all arrive at the Burning Rattle. Basically, the sign has a rattlesnake, and the sort of rattle end of it's the tail. Rather than it being the usual sort of rattlesnake sort of style, it's sort of like a maraca, and the maraca of the tail is on fire. When you step inside, you see basically a old half-orc male who's hunched over, looking towards like the door as you step through, as a bell rings. He looks towards you all.
Ah, the travellers. How may I help you?
Do I know this guy?
You would recognize him. Like, he seems to have like forgotten who you were, but yeah, you would recognize him.
Good to see you again, mate.
You recognize me?
Yeah, I was here about a few weeks ago before hopping off over to the other continent.
Your continent, yeah. Philstrand.
Brutus! Yeah, Philstrand. It's the Brutus, remember?
Brutus. The one that lost their clan, that's the one.
Yes, do love that for me, yeah. Got a couple of mates here. We need to spend the night, if that's alright.
Ah, yes, that's fine. I've got 2 rooms left. Quite busy tonight. You guys fine with sharing?
Yes, alright.
That's good. So that'll be 4 silver. Just for the night. Or you want to stay a couple nights?
We'll go one night for now and then play it by ear.
Yeah, if that's alright, mate.
Fine by me. So that'll be 4 silver then for the night, and then come back to me when you decide if you want to stay a little bit longer. Were you looking to do a bit of travelling in the morning, or?
Oh, yeah, a bit. Gonna look around for a couple of things, but we just got off the boat, so probably need a bit of a rest, you know, before thinking about things.
Right. There's a general store just across the road, and there's a stable a little bit up the road from here, and there's also a stables and wagon hire if you want to hire any horses or wagons.
Thank you very much, mate. Do you want to pay 2 and I pay 2 silver, so is it just a bit even?
Don't mind chipping in.
If it's alright. Just easier to spread it than the burden to be everyone.
Oh no, understandable.
Yeah, alright. So I put 2 silver on the table.
Same. Already taken from my character sheet.
Same.
Awesome.
Alright. Who's in whose room today?
Say, like, basically he gestures that there's like an outside sort of area. It's a staircase that leads up to a second story area. There's about 5 rooms. He directs you to 2 rooms that seem quite small in size, but there is 2 sort of like sturdy looking beds. Not the best of beds, but it's beds. And that is it for one of the rooms. The other room has a double bed and a single bed.
I'm gonna assume that we're just carrying Ruby, Licinia, and Black on our backs because they're asleep. Because no one's here.
Just put them all in the same room, then Debrew and I
Yeah.
go to the other room.
Yeah, it's like
They They just wake up. Oh gosh, we're in a room. Where the hell are we?
I've got Ruby. You've got Lucy. Wait, how do you say it, Luciana? I can't say it.
No.
Lucinia.
Lucinia. So, and then we just basically just put Black onto the single bed, I guess. And then we go over to our own room.
I can imagine that like Ruby and Black Knight are like put on the double, because obviously Ruby would want a double bed.
Oh yeah.
And then Luciana is in the single.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Just
Black Knight wakes up like slightly, and then Bree curls up at the end of the double bed. Ruby just like pulls the covers over her.
because it is quite cold at night, isn't it?
Yeah, it's surprisingly cold. For Azura, you're pretty much fine. Like, not too cold for you. Seeing that you are nice and nasty, it's quite. You can feel that there is a chill in the air, but it's remarkably not as bad for you. Debris.
Chill in the air is warming to me.
Yeah, it's warming to you, but like for Debris, like you're used to it by now, but like there's still
You can
that
feel the
cold chill there.
A bit of like a morning kind of feeling, where it's not too cold, but it is cold.
Because like Sabras has this magical sort of feel to the continent, making nights a lot more harsher than it would be in a regular desert. And for the days, it can be excruciating hot. So you'd need to wear a lot of like sort of desert clothing. So it's definitely, you're taking in that consideration that you guys might need to get some desert gear.
Alright.
A lot of fun.
I'm gonna sit down on the bed and immediately like turn towards Azuruga. I don't think everyone's ready for the fucking desert.
I'd like to admit, I know I'm definitely not, because I only imagined going as far as Riddleport, and now I'm here in the desert, and as you can tell, I'm a bit cold, so...
Yeah, here's the thing, mate. I don't know how you're gonna go during the daytime, because it can get fucking harsh, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think you need some, clothes that have a bit of water running through it just to cool you off during the day. Or just cover up with some more scarves and things like that. You will feel like you're just gonna be putting more and more layers, but it's designed to make you cooler.
If you're the desert guru, I trust your decision, or your suggestions.
Herein lies the problem. We gotta get stuff for everyone in our party. And I don't know about you, I'm not looking forward to continuously relying on cut-off child fund in the other room.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I'm surprised that she's even been willing to support us.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think she actually knows how money works.
No, she doesn't. Trust me, she does not at all. I know her story, where she comes from, and they definitely have no concept of money.
Well, she's gonna have to learn, because I don't think she's gonna be getting much of an allowance these days. So,
I'm sure she'll get there, perhaps, when she's run out and realised.
I don't want to be honest, I don't exactly want to deal with that tantrum when we've got a lot of other things to be doing at the moment.
Oh, understandable.
Look, I love the girl, I really do. We need a party fund, just in general. And we need to work on maybe getting some more stuff. Because I know that Ruby will be comfortable during the daytime. But she will not go well during the night. You're the opposite.
Yeah, we quite literally are opposites in many ways.
But it's not just that, but it's also black. Black is literally, like, black. Black is not a good colour for the desert.
Nevertheless, she is covered in fur,
Yes, not. And the Cinia, I'm not sure if they go well in the heat or the cold either. But in any case, we need to get them some proper clothes for the weather. We need to get proper shoes, to be honest, because it's kind of hard to move around it if you're not used to it.
Well, so it sounds like we need to get money somehow.
So, what I did for work around here, when I was just living here, is I used to go into get clients to hire me to take, and I'd go and get retrieve artifacts for them from tombs, temples, or buried secrets around the desert. I'd either follow rumors or do something like that. In a pinch, I would scam people, not gonna lie. But it's not a living. However, here's the thing you should know: you can scam the tourist. Don't try it with a local if they know what it is. And also, never, ever, ever try to scam a dragon.
Got it. Not that I really would like to scam if I can avoid it. Rich folk are easy to scam though.
We can focus on the rich folk. They usually come around the ports though, so if you want to trade around there, that's usually where we'd start. Which, conveniently, we are near.
Perhaps. I know I'm not tired personally, but perhaps we should think about how we're going to get the money then, for how we're going to find someone to hire us for jobs.
Well, we can have a look around the docks. Usually there would be some traders around that have heard of rumor or something like that of a place that they want us to go to, or we can go a bit further into town, find some locals if they've got something that they want us to find. Or we could just do some, odd adventuring jobs. I'm not too tired either if you want to go.
Well, you said it's better during the night, so perhaps we do go during the night.
Yeah, let these guys sleep and then we can head off. We might see maybe a sign or something like that near the general store or something like that. Usually they would be or in maybe the tavern walls might be something we could see there.
Okay.
So let's just head out, go down to the foyer, see if they've got any help wanted signs for certain things.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Let's go!
Sonic just laughing at us.
We're trying to make it seem like it's a normal thing to do. It's just us two.
Alright, so whereabouts are you guys heading? Are you guys waiting till the morning or just heading out now?
We're heading out now during the night because we've already kind of slept on the boat before getting here, whereas everyone else was still asleep. We grabbed everyone and took them off the boat so as we wouldn't get scammed.
Fair enough.
Because Debru was mentioning about how it's cooler during the
night, and that's
night.
We don't really have anything that Azura can wear during the day to cool her off.
We thought we'd go now while it's cooler.
And she's not gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
Not literally, but it's gonna be a bit of a struggle. So we've just gone to the foyer and the inn to see if there's any help wanted signs for adventurers or stuff like that.
Yeah, let's say there's a bounty board sort of things, basically just a general board where it's jobs here, stuff like that. So there's probably a little bounty section, so it's got a bunch of bounty quests where it's just wanted dead or alive sort of thing. You can see that there's probably a desert goblin that's wanted for basically stealing.
The brew immediately ignores that one.
Yeah. Like, there's another one which is like, basically bandits who have been like pillaging, stealing, and murdering.
Does it have like a last seen location on it?
Their last seen location would be possibly near the Sunken Bay. So you'd know for a fact that's like the Pirate Cove.
Yeah. We don't have time for that right
Yeah.
now.
The next one would be a like young adult female human. Basically, they have been spotted as like a murderer who fled a crime scene. And that was the last like information given. They were last seen in the town of June, which is just across from here. It's like a 2-day trip. By walking. Next you would yeah, he wasn't able to return, that's alright. Then there's a quest that says like basically that there is an old ruin that someone has discovered. They discovered that there was a hatch, but nothing really in there, but they believe that it to be linked to a secret treasury. They've nicknamed it the Waterhole Ruins, as it is located next to basically an oasis, sort of waterhole. Additionally, there's a couple other things like listed that recent stuff that just basically you guys have seen in the like real port, stuff like that. One being the quest that you guys went on, seeing that I haven't taken it down yet. And
I'll just point to that one and be like, mate, this one's already been done.
it has.
Yeah, mate, we went on that one over in over there. So it's all good.
You did that, did you? Alright, thank you for that. And he walks over and rips
I
it
just
off.
I just handed over to him actually.
Yeah.
It's alright, mate.
Oh, that's a good payment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gold. Oh, I could use that.
Sadly, it didn't go according to plan, so...
No, you didn't receive the money. Oh.
No, instead, they pay
We
for
got-
our accommodation and free food and everything like that, which we're quite fine with due to the circumstances.
Ah,
Yeah, it wasn't that. Yeah. To be honest, mate, it kind of went a bit belly up. That.
Sounds like about it usually. Lots of things go on during the quest. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Oh, you got
Oh,
anything
definitely.
about? Have you got anything about some ruins nearby, or is it just this today?
Well, there's the waterhole ruin that someone recently discovered.
Is that close by here, or is that a few days away?
Oh, if you're hiring something, I would recommend taking one of the sand crabs. They're a little bit more quicker than a horse in the desert. Or the camels. They can get you there in about 5 to 6 days.
Yeah. You got any like quick sort of quests that we can do during the night today, or is that do we have to
Well,
wait?
there's the simple questions around town if you want to do something like that. Do you want to do it
It's-
tonight?
Yeah, something like that.
We're mainly just looking to get some coins so we can survive the day here. A lot of us weren't quite prepared to come across.
A lot of my friends aren't quite used to the hot weather nor the cold weather of the night, so
Oh, you don't have
Just,
any
you know.
desert gear?
yeah.
Well, if you head to the general store, they can provide desert gear, but if you want, the both of you can work for me tonight. Anyone that comes in, just show them where the room is, and then, yeah. Now, I did say that all the rooms were gone for the night, so you'd probably have to turn most of them away, but one of the residents were due to leave tonight, as they had some business to do tonight. Secondly, the goblins, the desert goblins, they are willing to do trades if you want to make some quick cash. They're a bit of a weird bunch when they do their trades, but I'm sure you can probably make a bit of a coin from them.
Look, as long as we got something that sparkles, I'm sure we can make a trade with them.
Yes. Do be
Alright.
careful, though. They try and scam you a bit.
Oh, believe me, I know, mate.
I think working for you for the night would actually be a good idea. It means we aren't far from our friends if they did wake up and wonder where we were.
That sounds fair enough. I'm more than happy if you want. I don't really do a bed and breakfast sort of deal, like some inns and taverns, but the least I do is provide a nice, lovely, warm room for the night.
Oh, understandable.
Now, let's see, I can possibly give you at least 10 silver, so a gold. We'll see. A gold for every 2 hours. What time is it now? 3 o'clock. So I'll give you 3 to 4 gold for the night.
Do you mind if I pop over to the general store, see how much money we might need for the desert gear? Just real quick.
Well, old Fenrir, his general store is closed for the night, but he opens quite early in the morning, about 7 o'clock.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I'm more than happy to work for you for the night. It would be my honour, my pleasure to help.
Well, I'm glad to have the help around. If you want, you
You
can
need-
start by cleaning.
Where do you keep your brooms and things?
Just in the storage cupboard.
Thank you very much. Start the very repetitive task of sweeping the desert sand out of the inn.
Yeah, just do it. We'll say a performance check. For both of you.
Ah, shit.
Performance. Well, that's a different type of check.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
I have a
Performing a
negative.
task, so I thought may as well go with performance.
This is exactly the same that happened to me last session. I rolled a nat 1 to begin with.
Yeah. It loves you, Azura.
I did how the hell did I do
Mama, sweeping would be my life growing up.
You trip over some of the sand, I guess, or something.
Yeah, like, you're not used to sweeping up sand, so, like, you're trying to, like, sweep it and it gets in between, like, the broom and stuff.
Hello.
And hello. Yeah, like,
You're asleep at the
I'll have
moment.
some issues, just bear with.
Azura,
It's okay.
like, you, like, start sweeping it, like, you're trying to, like, sweep it out the door, like, the brew, you're getting in the way a little bit, like, as you're sweeping, but, like, the brew, you're having a bit more success sweeping it up, being someone from Zabras. Eventually, about that 2 hour mark comes by, like, you haven't made much progress, Azura. And Debru, you've made a bit of progress in, like, your section of where you're sweeping. Eventually that guy comes down and, like, basically hands in his key, and then, like, you both realise the old man seems to have disappeared for a little bit. So what would you like to do? Like, he comes down and he's just like, are you both working here for the night?
Yes, and I go behind like the counter just to are you with us tonight already, or are you looking for a room?
No, I was returning my key. I was the resident upstairs. I'm leaving for the night.
Ah, yes.
And I won't be back.
Oh, that's alright. Come over here. And I go to take the key and put it back. Can I check the book to see if they've paid or not?
Yeah, like basically, like you look underneath the desk, you see this like very old livery book. You pull it up, place it on the counter, you open it up, and like, my name is General Furrow.
General Furrow. G. Ah, yes, here you are.
End of the day. Yes.
Yes.
And like, yeah, it's listed as paid for the room.
Yeah.
Single bedroom.
Yeah, I take the key and I put it back on its hook on the other side of the counter. Thank you very much for your business.
Thank you for letting me stay the night. And he heads out through the front door.
Lovely night.
So, Lucinia, you wake up in a strange place. You don't remember being here previously. You remember being on the boat, but you wake up in a sort of room made out of sandstone. There's a single bed that you appear to be on, and then a double bed where you see Ruby and Black Knight fast asleep on this double bed. What would you like to do?
I'll get up and leave the building and...
Well, we're not out of the building.
Oh. Well, Oh, that's you two. Is it? Wait.
Yeah, we're the only ones
You
up.
appear to be in like a small room. What you can tell, there is a slight breeze coming through like the window, which is like a slight curtain sort of window, and like an open sort of, what's the word? Open window.
Not a no glass window. Wait, I get what you mean.
No glass.
Yeah. Sorry, the fucking headache is still killing me.
Drink plenty of water.
I had plenty of water. What I need, Panadol. We don't have any at the moment.
Oh no!
Yeah, I get up and investigate my surroundings. I'll go to the window and have a look out.
Yeah, like you look out through the window, you appear to be on a second floor. Basically, like there's a couple houses across from where you're looking. But yeah, like it still seems to be about nighttime. It was probably very early morning. You can see just on the edge of the horizon, like a small glint of light being formed, but it's very small.
Did we at least make it? Where are we? Oh no, didn't freeze. Okay. I can't think right now, sorry. So, who was it in the room again?
Ruby and Black Knight.
Right. Yeah, I'll leave the room then.
You head out. There appears to be like a balcony that has a staircase that leads down into a courtyard. And there is 4 other rooms down on the second part of this balcony.
Fancy. Yeah, I'll head over to the balcony and down the stairs.
You head downstairs and you are standing in a courtyard which has like a clothesline, a well that appears to have a source of water. And yeah, are you still there? I just saw you disconnect on
I'm here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You lagged out on me.
Yeah, but you basically step down and you can see a doorway that is an open doorway, sort of like an arch doorway. Inside you can see both Debru and Azura. They seem to be sweeping some sand on the ground, but the section that Azura has been doing seeming to have a bit of stress related to it, as there's still a lot of sand there, but Debru's section there's a little bit less.
She sweeps, a gust of wind goes over where she swept, and it goes back to where it was.
That's quite literally Azora. Because, she would have done sweeping growing up, so you've got to come up with something that's not her fault.
Yeah, it's basically the broom that, you've been provided is, a little bit wider, so it's not easy to sweep.
There's little bits of, straw coming off every time you sweep. So you're making more of a mess every time you sweep than you want to.
Yeah.
Oh god, I hate that. I hate that. It's happened before.
Rolled 1 on your sweep check.
Yeah, basically. Oh, hello you two. What are you doing up already?
Making money!
Making money for the group.
Is that so? Alright. Well, where are the rest of the brooms?
Are they in the cupboard there?
Alright, I'll grab one as well.
We're all just up the late sweeping.
Yeah. I'll specifically help out around Azura's area.
Yep. Do a performance check for me then.
We perform sweeping.
Hang on, don't have D&D Beyond up at the moment.
I can roll it if you want.
Uh,
It'll be under your old stats because I haven't updated your character sheets on here because I was having a bit of glitchiness to it.
We're having a filler night anyway, so it's just gonna be a bit.
yeah. And I can't seem to get my sheet up, so. Yeah. You probably roll it. My performance shouldn't have gone up by anyway, so.
That is a 20. Yeah, so the broom that you grab seems to be a bit of a better broom, so it's sweeping it up quite well. Azura, you managed to find a way of getting your broom a little bit better in a position where it actually starts to sweep it up, and you managed to get most of the sand out of the foyer area. Eventually, the old half-orc comes back into the room. He looks towards the area. Oh, you managed to get some of that blimmin' sand out. That's good. Hello, you're the you're the masked fellow that came into the place that was still asleep, weren't ya?
Yes.
It's
That
well, I can see you grabbed yourself a broom and started helping out.
Yes.
I guess I can pay you as well if you'd like.
I suppose.
I'm nodding in this direction, yes, please.
Well,
Yes.
Your friends here have already been working for the past two hours or so now. And that would be about 1 gold.
you've just started by the looks of it. So I'll say I'll throw in the 1 gold as well for you. Are you guys still wanting to work the extra 2 more hours when the general store opens, or are you fine with finishing up now?
I'm
Well, I'm
alright for
happy
the
to keep
general store.
helping.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Well, if the young water ganassi can fetch me some water from the well, that would be grand. Because I do
That's what you
like
got.
to have water here for the guests. And you, half-orc, what was your name again?
Debris.
The Moon, that's right. Well, if Debru, you could start sweeping up the balcony, and you, what's your name?
Oh, Lucinia.
Lucinia, right. If you could help out with Debru up on the balcony, that would be great.
Of course.
Once you've finished with the balcony, if you could head into that room, that, did he come down, by the way? I was out quickly.
Oh yeah, he
doing washing.
came down, the keys on the hook, behind the bench there.
Thank you for that. That's perfect.
So, all good
Sometimes
there.
they just leave the key on the counter.
That's alright. But he said thanks, and he's gone now.
Excellent. Right, well, if you lot could clean that room once you've done the balcony, that would be grand.
I know
Just
why.
take off the sheets off the bed and the blankets, and then throw them out onto the balcony. Once you've done that, then just come down.
Do you have like a bag to put the sheets in or something, you know?
I can get you a sack for it, yeah. I'll do that when you're cleaning the balcony.
Alright, no worries.
Right, and he goes back to the counter.
Right, you here to go? Let's go do our jobs. I'm gonna head up the stairs again.
I'll follow behind.
You guys want to do a performance, and for Azura grabbing the water, can you do a sleight of hand? It will be at advantage, seeing that it has got a rope and stuff to it.
Oh. Yeah, I can.
Say that I'm trying to make Debru. I'm not Debru. I am Debru. Lucinia. Lucinia. Is that how you say it?
Jesus, you're not having any luck today, are you?
I've just been every single week, except for when it comes to intimidation.
Yep.
When it comes to
If you are
intimidation,
yelling at someone and trying to make them piss themselves.
then I can roll nat 20s and everything like that. Otherwise, nah, I'm shit at everything.
I'm trying to make Lucinia laugh while we're upstairs.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Yeah. What did you roll, Dawn, or do you want me to roll?
I can roll, but I'll have to roll on D&D Beyond. Foundry's not letting me open up. See?
Let's roll on D&D Beyond.
Ugh. Almost as bad as you, Azura. That's a 5.
Yeah, like, basically, because of sandstorms and stuff like that, like, it's not as bad along the coast, but occasionally there's a sandstorm that comes through. So the sand is quite heavy in this particular part of the balcony. So you're like trying to sweep it, and it's just too heavy to push along with the broom. So you're having to like get down on like your hands and knees and try and push it with your hands. Even then, you're having trouble.
I get frustrated to just pick up like a massive bit of it and throw it out, but it's in the direction of the wind, so I get smacked in the face with it again.
Fortunately enough, like there is holes in like the balcony like railing parts, so, like you can push it through the holes and it like falls down to the side. But then you're having to like go back down to like the edge and like trying to like scoop it so it's like flattened across like the courtyard area. But yeah,
I have an idea. What if we what if we used the shovel? Or like made our brooms into one big shovel and then we just ran across the balcony and then tried to scoop them and throw it off?
That is something we can probably ask our employer. I don't want to destroy someone else's broom.
You have a point. Let's have a look in the cupboard to see if they've got like a shovel or something.
Yes.
So I'm gonna like run down the stairs to see if there's like a shovel in there.
yeah, like basically it's a small shed. So like there would be like in this particular part that you're looking, there's a small shed. There's like a wheelbarrow. There's a couple pots. Some sort of like there is a shovel. There's a hoe. And then I'm trying to think what the other thing is. A mattock. That's the one.
Isn't that a gun from Mass Effect?
No, it's a freaking pickaxe sort of thing. So it's got like a pickaxe and then a
Pick one side and like hoe on the other.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what that's called.
So is there only one shovel?
Yeah, there's just one single shovel.
I grab the shovel and I hold it over the top of my head and I march up the stairs.
Yeah, it seems pretty rusty as well.
We have a shit shovel!
Let's be careful not to scuff the floors with it at least.
Okay, maybe I'll hold this side and then you sweep it into the shovel. So as we don't drag it across the tiles.
That could work.
Alright, I'll hold it here. Do you want us to roll performance on this?
We're
we're playing.
performance, yeah.
We are playing D&D and we are doing chores.
Be real, just run off fun.
Fuck! I put the shovel to the ground, it crumbles into dust.
No, so basically what you do is like you put your foot on it and like go to kick it into the ground. It basically hits.
No, I'm not using it to dig.
Like yeah, like trying to scoop it up sort of thing is what I'm meaning. It's like you push it and like try and scoop it up. But like as you like push it, there was a loose like sort of tile, and it hits that lip of the tile, and it just snaps. Underneath like the sand, basically half the shovel is sticking out from like the sand. The other half is now in your hands.
Alright, I rolled a 3.
Yeah. You're like trying to use the broom to like sweep up where like the broom was trying to like use the shovel, and then like you see this happen, and you both have that face of, well, shit.
That's inconvenient.
Yeah. So for Azura, you're trying to get the water up. You're having a little bit of trouble like trying to get the bucket up, as it seems to be caught on something. Do you want to do a perception check? You are not having any luck.
It's the desert, it's putting me off.
Yeah. You're not used to like the desert, so like you're like trying to peer down into this like well, which is already dark, so it's quite hard to see down there. But yeah, you can't see where the bucket is. Have an inspiration just for how many bad rolls you're having.
You want me to roll again?
Nah, just have an inspiration. You can use it when you
Okay.
You get inspired by how much we're fucking failing up on the balcony.
Yeah.
You just hear the conversation up on the balcony. It's just like, ah, shit.
Just a loud clang and crunch.
Clang, crunch, and fuck!
Yeah, like you guys probably wake up one of like the people staying here, and like they like open up the door and they're just like, what the blimmin' hell's going on out here?
Nothing.
Ah, cleaning!
Yeah, it's like a lizard folk, and he's just like a kobold, that's the word. Basically, he looks out and he's just like, what the blimmin' hell's going on? Did you break a shovel?
No. Lucinia tries to like stand in between the shovel and his line of sight.
Okay, do we'll say a sleight of hand, because I'm trying to like hide it.
Huzzah. Something good at. That's 20.
Don't say that
With a
until you
20.
rolled.
Yes, a 20.
Yeah, just roll with these
Is
Roll a
that a
15.
shovel? No, okay.
Alright. Sure, I'm going back to sleep. I can't be bothered dealing with you lot. Don't be too loud. He walks back towards like his room.
I immediately try and gently pry the shovel out of the tile.
It's a shame you guys don't have mending.
No.
Yeah, so like, yeah, you try and like pry the shovel out from the sand. Do a sleight of hand, I'm gonna say, because like it's rusty, so it could have a consequence to it. Yeah, like you're like shimming it from the sand. Like, fortunately enough, you don't cut yourself, but like it basically is quite wedged in there. You also don't push it further into the sand or anything. But yeah, it's still wedged in there.
I'm going to start kind of using a bit more force and like frantically trying to wedge it out.
Yeah, let me assist.
Okay.
Yeah, roll with
I'm me.
advantage then, if like Lucinia is helping.
Wait, me or Lucinia? Because
Whoever's got the better like thing.
Lucinia.
Yes, that's me. I got
I'll be Lucinia.
Oh, that did not help much. Okay, but it's roll with advantage. Okay, that's better.
You
18.
can also right click on D&D Beyond.
Yay!
And
Sounds
it's
like in
19.
general we're having a bad day.
Yeah,
To
really
be
bad
fair,
guide.
It is 3 in the morning.
It would be 5 now. You guys
Oh, 5 in the morning.
like 2 hours sweeping.
Yeah, high roll was 18.
Yep. So yeah, like you managed to get like so listening, you're holding it using your like clothing to make sure you don't cut yourself. But like DeBruce basically grabbed the end of the shovel and just like stuck it underneath it and is like trying to wedge it up, sort of like levering it up. But yeah, like it eventually comes free from the sand. Like no major noises is like caused by like you suddenly lifting it up, and the force of you falling back doesn't make any major noises. But yeah.
Oh.
Maybe I should put this. I'm gonna try and let's put the shovel back. Maybe.
Sure. Up to you.
I'm gonna see if I've got any rope that I can put it back together.
Alright, I'll keep sweeping.
Alright, I'm really sorry. I thought this was a good idea. It was not.
Apparently not. No.
Nah. I'm gonna put the shovel back, but I'm pretty sure that there's no rope that I can use for it.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna just kind of place it and put the handle on top of it and try and put it back together, and then lean it across at the wall and be like, if he picks it up, he's the one who broke it, not me. And then immediately go back on sweep with
Yep.
I am a child. who does not want to get in trouble.
Yeah, so you put it back. Probably like the old man is like hunched over at like the desk and like
Shit!
he looks over and he's just like, oh, that was fast.
I'm not done just yet, just was checking on some things. I'll be back. I'm in.
Deception then.
Shit! Shit! Shit!
Maybe I should have gone down and got.
Maybe you should have gone down.
Yeah.
Considering we've all been rolling terrible.
This is what I put a -1 in.
Oh, damn.
I got +6.
I got 12.
Okay.
Hey, that's not bad actually.
Just if you need any tools, there's some in the shed and in the cupboard.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much. It's very useful information.
The guy got a shovel. It's a bit rusty, but it should do the job.
Oh, yeah, maybe, yeah. I go back into the shed, and I pick up the shovel, and like, it clearly clangs to the floor.
Be careful in there.
Mate, I think your shovel's broken.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, it came off the handle.
Gets up, walks over. Oh, it's been in my family for years. I'm about the 5th generation, you see. So I'm not surprised it broke.
I mean, I just guess I'm gonna sweep up there a bit harder then. I'm sorry, mate.
Have you seen my favourite room?
I haven't been in there yet. We're just gonna finish up the sweeping and I'll come back down and we can go in there. If that's alright, mate.
Right.
I'm just gonna put the handle back down and then I'm making my way up the fucking stairs.
Who knows where I put my jerky? He puts it, like, grabs up on like one of the shelves and grabs like a really old looking jerky and starts biting on it.
I'm gonna make my way up the stairs and be like, you're gonna talk to him from now on. I just feel very awkward.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I'd say with this time period going through, like, Azura, you'd come in eventually once you managed to figure out the water situation.
Yeah, only took me forever.
Yeah, like, you probably, like, realize you need to, like, lower it a bit first, because it clearly was caught on something, and then, like, you bring it back up again. And eventually you get, like, the water in. He basically pours it into, like, a funnel and into, like, this sort of keg on the counter. And then he places, like, some wooden, what do you call it, cups. And then, yeah, offers you one glass if you're interested.
She takes it.
Yeah. It's nice and cool water, but yeah.
Oh, this is very refreshing.
Yes, we managed to find a water source in the well. Fortunately enough, it wasn't caught by the seawater.
Yeah, I can tell. I'm just actually surprised at how fresh it is.
We believe it. Like, generations before me, my ancestor, believed that when they found it, it was sort of enchanted from the war.
That is quite interesting indeed.
Yes. Well, it should be that time if you want to go to the general store. Here's your 2 gold.
Thank you, kind sir. I know I appreciate this a lot.
Thank you, kind sir.
Is your friends done up there?
don't know if they managed to get the room.
Meanwhile, just swearing up a storm at the fucking sand.
Yeah, you guys haven't even started on the bedroom yet.
I'm not sure. I can go check up on them if you'd like.
Oh, that would be excellent.
Alright, I'll be back soon then. And with that, Zora's gonna walks up the stairs.
Bruce like on the floor, defeated, just pushing the sand at this point.
I still haven't given up and just keep sweeping.
You're
I'm
having,
like-
so
eventually.
listen here, you're having a bit more better luck where the brew's just like in that like I'm broken stage of like
I'm like sweeping with the broom on the ground and just going.
yeah, like just back to it, pushing it with your back. Yeah.
I'm like push you.
So there's that scene if you want to imagine that.
Just this crying man, this masked person.
Zora's gonna look at them both. Just do that like that opened mouth like and okay then.
Okay.
I'll go do the room for you guys.
Please.
I'm just gonna go do the room.
Yep. Yeah, like the room, like they've fortunately enough stripped the bed for you, so you won't have to do that. But like, there's a couple like used bowls and stuff in the sink and all that.
Should probably grab everything that's used, grab like the bedding so it can be taken to where it needs to actually go. All the general cleaning stuff, because like she'd be used to it, because yeah, that sort of stuff is normal for her.
Yeah, so like you grab and clean all the cutlery and the bowls and plates. You eventually throw the bedding out onto the balcony, like he told you guys to do. Basically, eventually he comes up with like a snack for the bedding and stuff, and then yeah, you put the bedding into there and yeah.
I'm off the floor at that point when I hear him coming up the stairs.
Oh, you
Bruce
managed to
is
get
still
the sand
defeated.
off. I'm glad. I've been trying to do that for the past week now.
Think one of your tiles have cracked.
Oh, the loose tile, it's a real menace. I broke my last shovel on that one.
I see.
I see.
Quite the coincidence.
Yeah, the sand when it gets up here is a real hard menace to deal with. I tried to get a shovel under it to at least lift up some of the sand and flow it over, but it hit that blimmin' tile and broke my shovel.
Debrew has like got like teary eyes and going.
Might need to get a new shovel now. Shame it was in my generation for 5 now.
Well,
Really
cannot
breaking
wait
through.
forever.
Starting to understand Anakin as we speak.
Might I suggest perhaps wrapping the broom in a cloth before sweeping next time? That may help.
You know, that might actually be a good idea.
Or, and this is just an idea, maybe after you sweep it, maybe put like, I don't know, a type of cloth underneath it or something like that. So as when you go to sleep, you just like launch it, like pick up the thing at both ends and pick it up and then just tip it over. Then put it back in.
So like a carpet.
Yeah, something like that. Except not carpet, because it would get in all the fibres, you know.
Well, wouldn't that be the same as the cloth?
I mean, you could try, like, the wicker ones or something like that. You know, like the weavings?
Maybe I could get one from those desert goblins. They've been trying to sell me for the past couple weeks now. A nice long rug.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'd be nice. What are they trying to get from you?
Well, they wanted one of my pots a couple days ago. Then they gave up on the pot, so they wanted my one of my wooden cups. I kind of need the cups, you know, for water. So I didn't
Okay,
do that.
mate, I want to tell you something.
Yeah.
You know, you're like someone who's been in the trade with the goblins. They want something that you want, right? So if you act like something is really precious to you, they want it.
Right.
So like,
You know, I've never thought of it like that.
so the thing is that how the goblin system works is that they have this. If it's valuable to you or if it's valuable to them, they want it. It doesn't have to mean anything meant in money or anything like that. It's just how they personally feel about it.
So if I grab a stone off the ground and then say,
And-
this is my most prized possession.
It has been in your family for 5 generations or something like that, and be like act like it's a massive.
Well, I do have a stone that's
burden.
been in my generation for 5 years.
Don't use that one. You
Why
gotta. Well, I mean, do you want to give it away?
Well, not really. It's been in my family for 5 generations.
Exactly. So you gotta act like a different stone is that stone,
Right.
and then they'll still like the rock. Potentially paint it a little bit, make it look real special.
Okay.
And like, if they like it, then you could probably get the rub with it.
Okay.
I've traded with these guys before, and usually it's got to be something that they want, that they believe is equal value,
Okay. I can do that.
and it can be a bit fickle though sometimes. So you got it. Sometimes some of them are a bit smarter than the others, and they can catch on to it quite quickly. But if you got something that looks like it's valuable, they'll most likely want it. And if you are potentially quite attached to it. Question: do they want your pot because you use your pot a lot?
Well, yeah, I use it for storing water, or I use it for storing food.
Exactly. It's important. Do they want it? And your cup, is that your favourite cup that you like to drink from?
Well, no, I use it for guests.
Well, that's also... So they see other people use it quite frequently, therefore valuable. You see where I'm getting at with this?
Yeah, I am. You're very smart, actually.
Thank you. Most people don't think I am. You just gotta try and think goblin, so I don't know how that says about my intelligence levels.
Yeah.
that does not help with my perception of goblins all that much. I already had a very low.
Well, you see, the
Respect.
desert goblins, that's what we call them here in Zabras.
Mm.
They're basically... They've got a little bit more censored to the desert. They're more...
They know a lot of places.
They know a lot of places, they're scavengers, and they love to trade.
Love the trading.
Yeah, so
But it...
don't forget to leave something that, like... They're like... They're like these things from one of my son's old stories that he used to tell. Like, they're basically... He used to describe these creatures as Jawas. And they were like scavengers, real shits. Like, they would steal stuff, they would trade with you, and it would be always your stolen gear that they would try and trade you. That's basically what these desert goblins do.
Yeah, because they know you need it, so they therefore steal it from you and try and get it back, try to get stuff, more
Exactly.
stuff out of you by having you know, all that stuff.
I see. So, almost worse.
Almost worse, yes, but sometimes they actually do have something that wasn't stolen off you, Petite. But sometimes they have stuff that they found in the desert that you actually would either want or need.
Yeah, and they're really stupid sometimes. Like, they could be giving you a rare artifact and they wouldn't even know about it.
Yeah, I once traded literal toilet paper once for a gemstone. Like, you gotta think about it.
Yeah.
I see.
So I think that one of them had a bit of toilet problems, so I guess that it probably was a bit more valuable to them to have that than a gemstone. So let's just put it that way.
Yeah. Anyway,
It all
here's your 2 gold, and here's your 2 gold.
Okay.
Thank you.
Should be enough to get you some nice travelling gear.
Alright. So the general store's open.
Yeah, it should be. You should have just been opening it.
Alright.
Checks the watch on his hand.
Would this gold be going into the party fund, or...
Yeah, we're gonna be putting this into the party fund, so it's like we can actually all buy
so
stuff for the party.
Someone
Alright.
mark that down then.
Yeah, I was going to say who's going to keep track of that.
So you got 6 gold in a party fund at the moment.
Okay, I can write. We have a journal thing on this, don't we? Create journal entry.
I can list that down on here if you want, and I can give you guys access. Let's see, player token. That would be. No, you create one. You can actually create one. That's good.
Yeah, we can create one and then everybody can see it.
Excellent. You both created them.
I did it! I think.
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
No,
No, you have to make it public to all of us
that's
then.
what I was doing.
Oh.
There it is. There we go. So
I don't know if I've spelt that correctly. I think I spelt one thing correct.
You actually spelled everything correctly.
Yes, I am. You did.
Capitals for you though.
I already did that.
Sorry. I could have done it in all caps and that would just make sense. Anyway, let's go to the general store.
Zoro's gonna come out of the bedroom probably at that time and be like, "Did someone say general store? I'm ready to go."
Let's go to the general store. I want to stop doing chores immediately.
Completely
It was
understand.
worth it. Think of it that way, Taboo. It was worth it for the money.
It's just for the money. I do want to do something like maybe like I don't know, do a quick little temple dive or something like that.
Spell platinum wrong. I did. Oh. Who's on the sheet?
Me.
Can you jump off of it? Because it keeps closing on me and you just deleted everything that I just did. Who keeps jumping on it?
Not me.
Not on it either.
Party fun group.
No! General store.
Group money.
General store.
Uh,
General store. General store. General store.
platinum.
You're measuring.
You're on the roller right now. You gotta get off the roller and go to
I
the.
know. I know.
General store.
Uh,
General.
silver
General store.
and copper. You guys have 6 at the moment.
The studio's leaving.
Right. So you arrive.
basically, the store owner is a young-looking fire ganassi. They look over. How may I help you?
Hey, we're looking to get some desert gear for me and my party.
Yes, I can do that for you.
Both for
you.
daytime and for nighttime. How much would that
So,
really?
just for the three of you?
No, we got two others. One is a small tabaxi about yay high, and
Tabaxi, how high is it?
Alright, hold up.
It's in a bag.
Yeah,
Able to
you can-
fit in the bag, so very short.
Yeah,
I might
very,
have to make
very
some
sh-
modifications, but I can do that.
Do you have like a child-size one, like young infant?
I can do. I might have a look in the back and see if I have a child-sized one, but it's for a tabaxi, you said, right?
Yeah, tabaxi, so it might need like a little tail hole or something like that.
I guess I could cut a tail hole into it.
Excellent.
And fix it.
Yes, and we've also got another fire ganassi with us. So probably a little lighter on the day gear, but on the night gear probably very heavy. If that's possible.
Yes.
Bro, I think they would understand. They are a fire ganassi themselves.
Well, most of the desert gear it is light on the clothing, but the best way to survive in the desert, as by the looks of it you would know, usually you'd make a fire with some of a kindling. I can provide that. I will give it free of the charge.
Thank you.
Now it's going to cost you. So you've already got some desert gear by the looks of it.
Yeah, I walk around in it.
So that would be 8 gold.
I can put in 2 for it if you guys want.
Well, we use the 6 gold that we just earned, and
Yeah.
then I can just chip in another 2 gold, and we get.
We get the gear that way.
Yeah, we've got the gear that way.
Yeah, let's do that because this is needed. Enough, like, hand over the party money.
It'll just be like that I paid for my own.
Yeah.
Watching my gold slowly go down the drain.
We're both just got like the sad eyes of like passing them gold over. We're gonna need to take up some more jobs for us, I think. Hey, mate, do you know if there's any odd jobs that we can do around town?
There is a notice board in the center of town if you want to look at something like that. Or you could go to the Burning Rattle and he has a notice board in there.
Center of town, so is that like a left or a right from here?
Legit just outside.
Ah, shit, I can't read. Sorry, mate.
It's okay. It's a new town probably to a lot of you. Maybe not you though, but
I mean, I kind of made my way through here a
you
couple
do
of
look
weeks ago.
familiar. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, mate. I haven't slept this night, so I'm a bit tired. So, anyway. Thank you very much! We've got all the gear now.
Yeah, if you want to add that to your inventory, it's traveling gear.
I've already got stuff, but, I'm gonna... Let's say that we put it on the, like, on the bed in, the room that Ruby and, Black Knight are in.
Yeah, if you want to create like another, actually, I can create one. Group inv. this one could be underneath everyone, so if you want to go into like group inventory one, basically in the journal entries, just list down that you guys have got all traveling gear, so that way the others can know.
Don't need to put it down, but yeah, thank you. I will need to eventually when we go to like a winter place. Wait. I'm drawing us on the balcony.
Yeah, yeah, we've paid for all that. Thank you very much. This will be, most helpful.
I immediately put one of like this headscarves around you because like it's going to be daytime soon.
Yeah,
Like, the both
you're
of
probably helping me put it on.
And then I help like Insignia put hers on his or hers on theirs on. I know you use I don't know which pronouns to use, so I'll just use all of them.
Yes, that's the point.
Yes!
Well, they are a changeling, so yeah. Use
Not that
any.
we know that.
Yeah.
I don't think I've asked you yet, actually, in game.
Yeah, for everyone else it seems to be relatively obvious, except for with Black.
Alright, do you want to have a look at some of the things that we could do in town just to expand on the party fund? Because
Sounds
I don't
like-
know about you, but I am poor.
I only had the savings I had from when I was working my Nana and Papa's farm, so yes.
I
Yeah,
didn't really get to leave with much, so...
me neither. And I don't know about you, but I feel guilty of taking Ruby's money the whole day.
Yeah.
Alright, let's have a look at this board in the center of town.
You notice this new comment from Azura.
Alright, what's on this board here?
Yeah, so like looking at the board, basically the same things that was listed in the inn. But there's probably like a couple that have already been taken down, that were listed in the other. Yeah, nothing really additional to it. It's just the quests I listed before.
Everything is too far away from town for us to do it in night.
You mean all of the quests that
You didn't
I
hear.
didn't hear?
Like there was a wanted
There was
goblin.
a couple bounty quests, which was the wanted desert goblin, who was basically just a thief, which is kind of normal for their whole ordeal. And then there was a bandit who was like a couple bandits that were basically stealing, pillaging, murdering.
Yeah, but they're all the way at Sunken Bay, so they're really far away from here.
Right.
And there's another one which is a temple dive, but that is at an oasis, which is about like 6 days ride away.
And then there was a young female human who was in June, which is in a 2-day trip, which you could hire a carriage, which would be the quickest way of getting there, but then the problem is you'd have to try and find them. You don't know if they've left by now and stuff like that.
So we're just trying to find like small quests around town that we can do.
Right.
Everything's too far away.
We could just ask people around if they need any help with anything like that, because That's what I used to do in my home. I used to just go around to the different farms and offer my help to my neighbors.
Well, there may be some stables around here, or
Yeah, there's a stable
Maybe.
from the docks that we could go to. There's a pottery joint nearby, I guess they might need materials. There's and like there's the stables over there. There's the keep up there. But
I think I'll go to the stables and see if they need any help at the stables. It is my area of work, so
I suppose we could learn a thing or two as well while they're helping.
might help for learning how to ride on some of the things. By the way, there's horses and there's sand crabs. Is it sand crabs, right?
Sand crabs.
Yeah, there's sand crabs. Now,
Uh,
you most likely want to learn about sand crabs because they're better for the desert than the horses are.
or is that right?
Yeah.
Right.
Look, the poor horses have to filter their way through the sand and they're not really built for it. Their hoofs kind of sink. Whereas the sand crabs, scuttle over the top of it. Although you do have to get used to travelling sideways.
I suppose I can overcome my dislike of shellfish.
Oh, do you have a problem with crustaceans?
Kind of. It's just a dislike. The way they
Ow.
roll.
Oh. Is that anything to do with crustaceans, or is it anything with an exoskeleton?
I suppose anything with an exoskeleton. The spiders kind of count towards that too.
Do scorpions count?
Mm.
There are a lot of scorpions.
I have never seen a scorpion.
Well, do you mind if I quickly show you one, or do you not want to know?
Might as well get it over with.
I have.
Zora's just listening because she's learning at the same time.
Sorry, do you know what a fucking scorpion is?
Oh, yeah, of course. I read growing up. I did read growing up.
Okay, so reading. Right. Very interesting.
Well, there is called pictures.
Debris literally goes up to like a wall and like holds his hand out. You guys, can the guys roll an insight or like perception?
Sure.
What are you trying to do, Drew?
I'm summoning a scorpion,
Sure,
but
yeah.
I'm not actually using magic.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
So yeah, would that be insight or perception?
Perception.
Perception.
Yeah, it'd be...
Oh! I don't want to play anymore.
I might notice.
You might notice. You
21.
see a slight purple glow on his chest, like underneath his clothes.
Interesting.
And after that happens, a scorpion crawls from like the walls down onto his hand.
Her eyes has just been caught by something different. She's not even paying attention.
The sand got in your eyes.
Yeah, the same
As
thing.
Debrew is summoning a scorpion, the sand just goes whoop, into your eyes.
Yeah. At
Yep.
this point, probably like coming down from where the pottery area is, so just down the road, you see a sand crab,
Oh dear.
and like someone basically punched on like the back of like the thing with like a bunch of like pots and stuff. It
Is that fucking
Crumbles
crab
over
doing
to
the
it.
crab dance?
Yeah, through the crab hands. And yeah, like basically crumbles over to like the pottery section. The guy clambers down from the crab as it like lowers itself to the ground, like kind of digging itself into the sand. And yeah, he like starts unloading some of the pots into the pottery.
Right, I'm gonna be back in a sec. I gotta get my.
I was about to talk to you. It's alright. I'll just turn to Azura and be like, "This is a scorpion."
See, right now I got sand in my eyes. Give me a second.
Alright.
Just wiping the sand out of her eyes, and she blinks a couple times and then peers at it. Huh, just like I saw in pictures in the books I read growing up.
I think we
So
agreed that they were friendly towards you, weren't they?
Yes, we did. Very friendly.
Yeah.
I'll just kind of hold it in my hand until Ice Prince comes back, I guess.
Yeah. You sit there
I'm
for
actually
about
just
20
trying-
minutes, waiting for Lucinia to finally respond.
It's okay. I'll just like kind of like hold on to it, I guess. Alright, so over there, that there is sand crab. With those are the things that we travel on here.
Looks at the sand crab.
You
Now
would know
that's
that
cool.
they're basically... So for reference on the map legend, riding on a horse at full speed in, let's say, Philstrand or something like that, you can travel about 8 hexes, but the train altercations is it's set to basically the walking speed, so it'll be at 4 hexes. With
Right.
sand crabs, it's basically that horse walking at full speed.
Alright, you're back. This is a scorpion! This, like, kind of is longer than a crab. This tail can be poisonous depending on the size of the scorpion.
I was
Flicks its
actually
tail, like, in a menacing way, but not to harm.
Okay, now you're showing off.
I was actually
Brings up
just
its,
about to say,
little pincers and
Yeah.
stuff.
but since it's poisonous, maybe it's not so cute.
Oh, this one doesn't harm. It's he says as he pats it.
Pincers one of your like fingers.
I'm like acting like that guy with the chihuahua.
Yeah. It doesn't bite. I swear I'm
don't-
fine.
I'm not
Ow.
bleeding it. It's like I start like dancing my fingers in front of it as it pinces at them.
Mm. It's like clipping at it, like stinging her occasionally.
Perhaps we should at least still be wary of them if they're poisonous.
This one's quite a big one, so they're not usually poisonous. So if they are smaller, they are usually the poisonous ones, because that's their defense mechanism, is if they are tiny, they have poison. Although the really, really big one, which usually are seen in dungeons, can be quite dangerous. Kind of like a spider one that we saw in the crumbling ruins, you know?
Yes.
So those ones can be poisonous too. Very poisonous, actually. But the small ones in the wild are the ones you look out for. This one is all bark. And a bit of bite, but like, no poison bite.
I see.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to scare you.
No, it's quite alright.
Anyway, I'm gonna head towards the stables. Perhaps, hopefully, find a messenger guild on the way, if there's one in town.
Alright.
And I'm gonna see if I can find some work at the stables.
Or do you have
I mean,
something?
yeah. Nice. Alright, I like put the scorpion on my shoulder.
Zora just like shakes her head and chuckles.
What? They're cute! Look at it!
Oh, there's no judgment coming from me at all. I deal with weird animals every day at the farm. Animals are all animals.
And you were little cute.
Are you headed to the stables and wagon hire, or just to the stables?
There's... Which one do you want to go to? I mean, we probably saw the stables on the way in. Not the wagon hire ones, so make our way to the stables on the other side of the river.
Yep.
Yeah, probably the stables. I can provide more help there rather than wagon hire.
Yep.
Is there a messenger guild in this town?
I would say there would be. I'm trying to think where would it be on the map. It'll probably be linked to the keep. It's like that spiral sort of tower.
Cool. She'll do that later. Alright,
You
let's
can,
head
you
to
can
the
clearly
stables.
see it from where you're standing. Like now that it's gotten to morning and like the sun's starting to come in, you can feel the heat now. But like you can see like Aarakocra like flying from it and stuff like that.
I need to go to the message guild later on today. Yeah, let's head towards the stables that we walked past.
Alright.
And Zora's gonna start making her way. Making my
Way
way
down.
downtown.
Walking fast
Trying
across
to-
the river, don't
Take
fall
off.
in. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Da-na-na, da-na, da-na-na-na-na.
Can you move me too?
Yeah, move.
Yeah, I seem to have be lagging on the
No.
map. I'll have to reload it.
Yeah, like so, walking in, you can see a couple like horses in the paddock, and like they're clearly built to be used in the desert. Like they've got special sort of hooves and stuff like that. Then I'm gonna say it's probably like a young sort of female human. She's like basically taking a sip out of like a canteen as you guys step over, and then she looks over. Ah, hello. Sorry, I was just getting ready for the day.
Quite alright. How are you?
I am lovely. Are you lots looking to buy a horse?
No, I was actually coming to offer my assistance if perhaps you needed any help with anything.
Oh, well, not really. I've got a stable hand who helps with me. And he's due to rock up soon. But thank you for the offer. If you maybe head to the stables in the wagon hire, they might have someone that possibly used your help. There is jobs on the notice board if you want to look at them.
I want to stay around town.
Yeah, really trying to get us to go to those fucking...
We can't go a few days out of the fucking place. Everyone is asleep.
Thank you for the suggestions, though.
Yes, thank you very much. We'll go and see the person.
Have a lovely day.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey,
Mate.
you there?
Mate.
Timbo.
Timbo.
Sorry, am I there?
Hello. There
Yep,
you are.
I can hear you.
Okay, that's weird. Must have cut out.
Meow.
Yeah, it's like you guys get to the gate. Can you do me a perception?
No,
Yes! Fucking hell.
I don't want to.
We have not been perceiving
Roll
very
your
well.
own dice.
I just realised I hadn't quite
Okay,
taken a
I
long
will
rest.
roll my own dice. Where's my d20? I don't know how you would know what I actually rolled when you can't see my dice, but I will
care. I
roll.
trust you, honey.
Foolish.
Maybe I should just continue rolling with this. I rolled a 18, so 21.
Yeah, so both you and the brew.
It is.
Suddenly we are granted wisdom.
Ah, just use my online roll, honey. I really don't find. I find it hilarious.
Yeah, hang on, what?
Yeah, I got a 16.
16, sorry. Alright, yeah, so all of you do spot this. Basically, as you're coming up to the, like, stables, it's a large, sort of sandstone, brick, wall. And then they've got a double gate that connects it. You'll step inside. As you step inside the sort of area, so I'll move you all in. Basically, as you step inside, you can see there's 4 wagons laid out in front, all with their sort of like canopy overhang, so that way sand doesn't get in or anything like that. You can see what appears to be like one of the sand crabs, but a lot more larger. And basically, you can see a old adult, we'll say Fire Ganassi. He's like very much struggling with like this crab, as it seems to be like rearing its like legs up and then like swiping with his claw at this like Fire Ganassi. He's like, "Oh, what are you?"
Upon seeing the giant crab, I immediately get behind.
Yeah. He seems to be handling it pretty well, but yeah.
Zora, meanwhile, just instantly goes towards it to try and help calm down the crowd.
Okay. Do a animal handling.
Can I go up and do the same thing, if that's alright?
Okay. Yep. Do an animal handling as well then.
19.
Yeah, like the Fire Ganassi is like basically like puts a hand up and she's like, "Ooh, be careful! He's a bit feisty at the moment." And like it swipes down at him and he like jumps back real quickly. But yeah, like Debris, you come over. Like basically, you've dealt with like sand crabs in the past, I'd say. Like so you know kind of where to avoid, like so you don't get hit by them or anything like that. Azura, you're like slowly making your way up, trying not to startle it. You've never seen a creature like this. Obviously, probably in books, I'd say you've read about them, but never seen them in person. So you have a bit more trouble, like, and basically it sees you stepping close to it. It startles, like it throws a pincer towards you. Can you do a dex save?
Jeez, 16? Damn.
Well, you don't have any experience with it, so it's a higher DC.
Advantage on dex against effects that you can see.
Mhm.
So, just so you know. $21.
Yeah, it's like you managed to jump out of the way before like its pincer can like grab hold of you.
Can I pat it underneath its like what I assume could be a chin and like just
Good.
like kind of shush it and pet it,
Yep.
calm it down?
Do an animal handling.
I did one before.
Yeah, this is like just what a new one.
Yeah, rolls the same.
You pat it underneath, like where you'd assume its chin is, and like as soon as you like put a hand, it like drops like its pincers onto the ground and just flops to the ground. If it could purr, it would be purring.
Oh, shush.
Well, they can do that thing where they foam from the mouth.
Yeah, it would be foaming from the mouth. Yeah.
Good lad.
How did you do that? I've never seen someone do that.
I look over at him and be like, been traveling through the deserts all my life, mate. You kind of have to get used to them.
Yeah. Yeah, this is my first sand crab I've been selling. It's a bit larger than the normal ones, but...
You forgot your first crab and you got a giant crab as your first one.
A travelling merchant sold it to me.
How much did you pay? How much gold did you spend on it?
50 gold.
Mate, you've been bloody underhanded, mate. How did it say? Did they say how old it was, where the breeder was, and all that stuff, or did you just buy it?
Well, he didn't really give me much information. He said that he acquired it on his travels.
You got yourself an adult crab. They're kind of harder to train if you're not used to them.
Ah.
Sounds
Well,
as
I
if it
appreciate
perhaps
that.
may have been wild.
Maybe.
Might have been wild too, yeah. Oh, poor lad.
Well, I've got a saddle for it. Are you lot wanting to go out somewhere, rent a wagon?
Now, at some point, yeah, we actually were looking to help out around town for a little while, if that, just for the day, if that's alright.
Well, I mean, you helped me out with this one. I mean, actually, how about this? You help this sand crab get used to walking around with you lot. Maybe take it for a walk. Get it used to walking around. I'll set up the saddle for it, and then you guys go take it for a walk, and then we'll say take it for a day trip, and then
I mean, we'd be more than happy to help you train them. Train it.
Luciani is just sitting in the corner, arms crossed, no, just shaking her head.
Yeah.
Shaking her head.
You can go back to the tavern, Lucinia. You don't need to.
I might as well to try and get over my dislike, but
Hold out my hand towards Lucinia. I'm over here. It's alright. It's alright, I've got it.
Well, they're not too bad of creatures. Like, I mean, he was just a little bit startled. That was probably about it. From what I know about sand crabs, they're very friendly creatures.
I'll have to take your word on it, and I trust the brew.
Yeah, I'm assuming Brew's like still patting it on his
The
chin.
brew is having the best time.
Yeah, like
This is like a giant puppy to him.
It is pretty much a giant puppy, and it's like sitting there just foaming from the mouth. Like if it was smiling, it would be smiling. It would be wagging its tail if it had one.
But I'm imagining like all its little legs are kind of like dancing around on the ground.
Like it's like buried itself in sand, like and it's dancing like with its feet, like it's flapping like occasionally.
The brew's having the best time right now. He's in his own world.
Yeah.
It's just. Does this little beauty have a name? I mean, he's big, but like.
I
Little.
haven't really named it. Think it's a female.
Back in a second.
If you want to name it, you can name it, but I don't know. I haven't really thought ahead of that far yet.
What's the color of the sand crab?
Where's my pictures of a sand crab? It's like sand crabs, like they typically have like that sort of browny red coat, This one, it appears to have like sort of that browny red sort of coat, but like it has like a bit of a sort of black shell for the roof of its top shell.
What about Onyx?
Onyx.
It's a female. That's not really much of a feminine name.
I look it directly at Azurigris. What does defining a female or male name? I don't understand. Is that like a thing?
Well, where I was from, yeah, typically you'd give them more of a female name or male name based on them, but
Clicker.
Oh, Clicker.
Clicker is neutral. That works.
Yeah.
The burgers call you Onyx in my head.
Still calls it Onyx. I mean, like, it sort of like has a frown at the name Clicker, but like as you mentioned, like Onyx, it clearly likes it.
You'll be Onyx regardless. I have a feeling I'm gonna get a familiar out of this.
Possibly, like at the rate it's going, like that check, like I'm honestly gonna say you might have a familiar. Like probably like a companion was there.
Fair to say, I feel like we're gonna end up just having to keep this one.
Oh, yay! We got free transport.
Buy yourself a wagon and voila, you've got free transport in the desert.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like look at his room. Can we keep it, please, please, please? Can we at least just take it for a walk, please?
Let's go take it for the day walk, like he suggested, and
It's beautiful.
Actually, you know, so my sister, she's provided a quest. Like she's an archaeologist. She's discovered a ruin. If you want, you could take Clicker here down to that ruin. It's about probably a 3-day trip with Clicker. But if you could do that for her, I can let her know. And you can possibly keep whatever you find, maybe even give her the acknowledgement of what you find. If you find any rare artifacts, I think she probably would want to keep it, but any gold or anything you find, you can keep that for yourselves.
I do look directly at the other two and I go, should we just leave a note for Ruby and Black?
I think we should at this point. I think Ruby will enjoy the time to herself.
She's most likely going to buy a dress.
Yes, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there isn't nothing wrong with that. I think she'd like a couple of days to herself.
Yeah, away from me.
And I just want to take Onyx for a ride.
You can take Clicker out.
It's Onyx. Like, yes, we will take Onyx out. Every time anyone says Clicker, I'm going to say Onyx. Just know that.
You actually scored huge, I think.
Yeah!
I clicked the wrong one.
And they said this Ashen was filler!
No, it would be that one. No, it would be that one. Pumpkin crab.
You are such a baby, Milo. Why do you want me to constantly give you attention 24/7? Like, boy, just let me be.
Are we talking about the voice in your head or Onyx?
Speaking of dogs, I need to go let mine out.
Oh, okay. Alright, let's leave a note. Yes, fine. We're gonna leave a note for Ruby and Black as to what we're doing for the next 3 days.
Won't it be more than that? Because it's 3 days there.
Right. Because Yeah. Alright, say if we're not back within a week and 3 days. Let's say that just in case.
Okay. That's pretty good.
That gives us some time to look around if we need to sleep, you know.
And perhaps we may find
Usually fair.
other information we need to brew. Looks at her, looks at like says, like, you know what I'm talking about.
But also Onyx. Bro has a one-track mind in this at the moment.
I mean, Onyx is pretty cute.
Look how happy it is. She's beautiful. Alright. Any other information that we need to know about? Also, where is your sister? Is your sister at the site, or is she in town? I'm speaking to the person at the site.
She'd be in town, but I'll deliver the message for you if you want.
Yes. Is there anything
I'll
else we
give
need to
a-
know
a
about?
description.
Yes.
Um,
Oh yeah. Oh, we haven't introduced ourselves to you. Sorry about that.
it's-
I'm the Brew Tusk.
Hello, Debrew.
This is Izura. And this is Lucidia.
Waves.
My name's Blaze.
Nice to meet you, please.
And my sister is trying to think of a nice female name for Fire Ganassi.
I just realized the fucking goblins in town.
Yeah, she should be, and my sister is Ember.
I was waiting for you to just say Ember.
Alright. Mate, so we just gotta. Can you direct me on the map of which oasis it is?
Right, yeah, I can do that. And like, he kind of points on the map. It's kind of out of the way. It's like you'd have to go through the jungle. Sort of near the, for reference on the map, it would be near the cactusy sort of area. Probably like about 2 blocks down from the small cactus one. So he jumps it down. I'll do it across on the map actually.
And the upside down cherries, the cactus ones.
I just did an X on the map for you.
Dude,
Okay.
all the way over there. Jeez.
Jesus.
Bit of high.
Alright. But we are on Onyx. So we're gonna nyum.
Yeah, you guys will freaking zoom.
Because we got a big boy. Big girl, sorry.
Well, shall we head out then?
Hell yeah! Let's just leave a note for everyone and make sure the city is okay. Actually, I need to go to the bathroom real quick, so do you mind, like, just solo roleplay, putting the notes up?
Just go to the toilet.
Yeah.
I got your back.
Okay, thank you!
Azora will grab from her bag a parchment and a quill, and yeah, write a simple message. It'll probably say something along the lines of Ruby and Black Knight, comma, go away, Milo. Luciana, Luciana, DeBrew, and I, then in brackets, Azora, have gone out of town. We'll probably be gone for about a week. It's to get some more money for our group. Enjoy yourselves. Look out for each other. We'll be back soon. Oh, she would actually say like they're going to, she would also add in there, P.S. if you want more information, talk to, what was his name again?
Blaze.
Blaze!
P.S. talk
I'm
to
back.
Blaze at, the wagon hire if you'd like to know more. And yeah, that's the letter. I can actually physically write something down for you later tonight, honey.
Sounds good. Alright. I've still got to run up your letter as well. That's something I remember at the start of the stream. Anyway, so yeah, you guys head over. I'm going to use Ruby as a reference token.
Hey! Can't escape her.
So you guys head out. So it's a 8 text movement. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You guys will be just in the edge of the jungle.
So riding the sand crab is like riding upper.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Cool. Just for
love
visual effects.
Oh wait. Okay, just so as I've got a thing in my head. Onyx, because she is a big sand crab.
Yup.
Can she fit all 5 of us
Possibly,
on
yeah.
her back? Fuck yes!
It'd be like, you wouldn't have much room for, like, supplies, but yeah, you'd all fit.
I love her. I'm already very attached to this crap.
Like you when you adopted kids last
Yes!
campaign.
My baby is a giant crab! Leave me alone! I have an adoption problem!
Scorpion.
I still have my Chinese scorpion on my shoulder. I haven't given the scorpion a name.
Yeah, so you guys arrive at the edge of the jungle, basically just at the edge of the nightfall. You guys decide to stop at the jungle, or you can decide to continue through the night as it's a lot more cooler. So with the deserts, water is going to be a big problem. So if you guys, I'm going to say you had a canteen of water, the stables have supplied you with a keg of water that can last you up to, we'll say, 5 days. So you will need to supply at one point. If you resupply it, or you can go without a day of water, which is risky because you are in the desert.
Right.
Now, because
there's an
have the
oasis.
traveling gear, you do not need to make checks. I'm going to roll a dice for when you guys.
Here's the thing, guys. On the way, there is an oasis that we could probably refill the water at.
Yeah.
So, maybe the next stop we have is at that oasis here. Wait, can we make that? Let's see.
Going through the jungle on a sand crab is a little bit more difficult, so it will cost that extra movement. So it'll be 1, 2, 1, 2, and then when you get to the single jungle tile, that's when it will be less work.
So, okay. So, would we only make it to about, here?
Yeah, you'd make it to about there.
Alright, so probably on the way in the next travel, we're gonna use that to fill up. So probably on the third one, when we're making our way over to the X, we'll probably fill our stuff up on the way. So we are gonna. Do you guys want to spend the? Okay. You want to spend the night here, or do you want to travel?
Well, we've already made Onyx travel so far. Wouldn't
Yes.
she also be needing a rest at some point?
Do you need a little rest on Onyx?
Like chitters.
That's a yes. You've been such a good little crab. Such a good girl.
Starts foaming at the mouth.
Debrew is patting her.
Like, flat.
And, like-
flattens on the ground, like in the dirt.
Oh,
It
look.
starts like digging itself like a little hole and like throws a bit of dirt on its top of it.
I hand her a bit of, probably like a little meat chunk and put it into her little, like, flappy mouth thing.
Yeah, okay. There'll probably be some supplied for it.
Yeah, it's probably like a fish or something like that from the docks.
Yeah, it would be like probably fish, and then like some meat chunks as well and stuff like that. Probably dried jerky as well.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll give her the fish because, like, the fresh the fresh meat and stuff is gonna go off faster than the jerky is.
yeah. Yeah, you guys sleeping on top of like Onyx, or because like it's big enough for you guys to like stretch out and like have.
I
a
am
bag
sleeping
on
on top of Onyx. Hell
Okay.
yes. Hell yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably cooler on Onyx, so.
it. What is?
I
Lucinia
don't know.
doing then? Is Lucinia wanting to sleep on Onyx or nah?
Probably nope.
Probably no. Probably it's like on a tree is furthest away from Onyx.
Pretty much.
So you'd be hanging like out in
You
like one of
spend
the
a day.
jungle trees.
You spent a day on the back of a crab and you were not enjoying it at all.
No.
I'd say you'd like probably make a hammock in like a couple of the jungle area, and then yeah. So the night goes by, nothing major happens. Yeah, as you get to dawn, what would you like to do? You've still got plenty of water. We'll say. I'm gonna make a journal entry for myself. We'll say DM notes. Notes for session. So drip water by days. You guys had, I said it was 5 days worth of water, so you're currently at 4 days worth of water. You guys have been given 6 days worth of ration, so you'd be down to 5. Set that to group supplies. Okay, so you are free to head off. So where are you wanting to head?
Close to the oasis as possible.
Yep. So it'd be 1, 2. How would you like to move next?
Would it be like this tile that's the closest one that we could get to? I'm trying to remember the
So,
travel
3,
speed.
4, 5, 6, 7, and then.
Do we have another space?
Yeah. You probably want to go here, so 8.
Because, yeah, because then we can travel a lot faster the next day. So yeah, probably go to sleep again.
Mhm.
I'm gonna offer Lucinia my desert tent
Yep.
because I know that they don't really like to sleep on Onyx.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take you up on that offer.
Like, I feel sad, but like I'm like, okay, I can't make you not be not okay with something.
Bad enough having to ride on it.
I mean, I haven't connected, but like I'm pretty sure there'll be a day where I'm not comfortable with something that we have to do, and you will love it.
I never really got out much, so I kind of doubt that. So unless we go back to my home, which I doubt we ever will.
I
yeah.
mean, I don't think I could do your rogue stuff very well. I'd be very uncomfortable doing it.
Mm.
Well, I mean, I guess the lying part, I'm pretty good at the hiding bit, but we'll get to we'll find something that I'm shit at that you're awesome at, and then we can make fun of me then. How about that?
Zeros is chuckling at their conversation.
I'm sure that would be fun.
I mean, in Ark, I've got some mates that make tea that you probably haven't tried before, so maybe if we make our way up to Ark at some point, we can have a taste of that.
That would be nice.
Yes! The Bruce is trying to make you happy and feel comfortable.
Trying to get me to open up a bit more.
Yeah. The Bruce's mission is friendship.
It's slowly working.
During the trip, he tries to make jokes with you on the back of Onyx to both of you to try and get you guys to laugh or something and think he's stupid or something.
Why can I imagine you doing that?
I'm just taking any kind of distraction from the fact that I'm riding on a crab.
Mate, if you want to, do you want to just lie on my back while we ride on Onyx, just so you're not touching? If that makes you more comfortable, because I know you're uncomfortable with it.
No, like the blanket I have between me and the crab is fine enough.
Okay.
I think lying on your back would be more uncomfortable.
I mean, I'm a bit warmer than the crab, but yeah, Look, if there's anything that I can do to make it a bit more comfortable while we ride on Onyx, because I'm hoping to probably get the crab so as we can actually, travel around a lot faster.
Yeah.
But look, if there was a way that I could make it more comfortable for you, just let me know, alright? Like anything.
It's fine as it is for now.
Okay.
I'll get used to it.
Is there a reason that you don't particularly like them, or is it just you don't like them?
I never really liked them growing up.
Well, I mean, if you've got arachnophobia and stuff, I can't exactly force you to like something, so...
Too many legs, I think.
Well, I mean, millipedes are kind of creep me out too, so I get that, at least. They're like the ones with all the tiny, tiny legs, and they're like snakes, but they got hundreds of legs on them. They kind of creep me out. Anyway, good night!
Yeah, you guys head to bed.
Before we go to bed, Azora's gonna check on the egg and see how the egg's doing.
Yeah, still seems to be intact. Still there. You can still feel the warmth producing from it as well. I think probably being in the desert, you can tell that there's it's got that warmth to it that feels comfort from being here. Probably even a sense, a feeling from it. You can feel its feelings in a way, and it feels comfort being here.
Are you holding the baby?
Yes, Azora is holding the baby, but it's like to everybody else, it's like she's hugging the satchel. Because of course nobody can peer in the satchel unless it's one of us.
Bruce gonna, because like we're both sleeping on the back of Onyx, I'm guessing. And I'm gonna be like, "How's the baby?"
It feels warm. Like it's near home, I guess you could say.
The Bruce smiles and like kind of pokes, like puts his hand, like one of his fingers on the bag as you're holding it and being like, "It's my home too, little one." Don't worry, we're gonna find your brother or sister or other sibling.
Sibling. You could just say
Let's
sibling.
go. That one too. We're gonna find your sibling one day, and then we're going to get you guys reunited at some point. Don't worry.
I've already made the promise that I won't stop until I find and rescue the other one. And that I've also promised to make sure I deliver this one to the Temple of the Sun.
Look, after we finish this little mission and get a bit of gold, I think we should have a talk with everyone as to what our next plans are to finding the Temple of the Sun. Look, I
Sounds
know
like a
a
good
couple
idea
of
to me.
connections. I know a couple of connections. Some are a bit further away than others, but I've got an idea of what to do.
Hey, no, anything helps.
Yeah. If you're alright with talking to some goblins.
I'm fine.
Anyway,
People are people. Creatures are creatures. Humanoids are humanoids.
I think there was some goblins around town, but anyway, let's go to bed and we can go to this temple. Hopefully, get a bit more gold than what we currently have.
Sounds like a plan, Debu.
All right, good night. And he rolls over.
Yeah, we all head to bed.
Yes.
Nothing happens during the night. Probably like a bit of the wind picks up and like maybe a small sandstorm slightly hits you guys, but it's not major. But yeah, you wake up. Some of you are covered in sand, but
I'm used to this.
yeah, it's probably just a really big nuisance to like Azura and Lucinia, but yeah.
I'm just like, it is blanket. This is the desert duvet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zora wouldn't be used to it, and she'd be like, well, this is definitely a different feeling.
This is very comforting to me, actually.
I guess that makes sense for you.
What's your background?
Like, there's like
again?
Okay, so we're making a... Huh?
What's your background again, real quick?
Background?
I'm trying to remember what, like, you have like a special ability for your background. Because you're an Outlander, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm an Outlander, so,
Yeah, so you get, Outlanders get a certain ability, I'm just trying to remember what that is.
Meanwhile, my ability is when in the wilderness, the plants and wildlife almost seem to lead you to food and shelter. So that means I can easily find water, most likely.
I've got Natural Explorer of the Desert, so you're particularly familiar with one type of natural environment, blah blah blah. So I don't slow down in the desert.
That's what I was wanting to know.
So your group can't become
as
lost.
you guys like leave for the morning, like you get to about here, and basically a massive sandstorm hits you guys. And fortunately enough, because of that ability, and also not like just the direction you guys were heading, you managed to make it to the oasis. Do you guys want to continue pushing forward?
Yeah. Well,
It
we
still seems
fill
to be
up our
going.
we fill up the our water at the oasis. By the way, Difficult terrain doesn't slow us down. Your group can't become lost except by magical means. Even when you're endangered in another activity while traveling, such as foraging, navigating, or tracking, you remain alert to danger. If you're traveling alone, you can move stealthily at a normal pace. When you forage, you can find twice as much food as you normally would, and while tracking other creatures, you can learn their exact number and their sizes and how long ago they passed the area. So, yeah!
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, so are you gonna be refilling your water?
We're gonna refill our water and then harvest whatever, pawpaw, or cactus fruits that we can get, and,
I'll say do a survival check.
Sweet!
And this will determine how much rations you can get. Yeah, I'd say you guys managed to harvest, we'll say 3 rations, so you got 7 food now.
Okay.
Hey, when it comes to the food, I've got the community nature, so when in the wilderness, plants seem to lead you to food.
We'll make
So
it 8.
even-
8 rations!
Yeah,
'Cause that
I'll
was
say
the
that would
best.
guarantee always at least 1 ration.
Yes. And maybe, some meat for Onyx as well.
Yep. Let's probably say, there's some, sort of small fish in this, oasis.
Yes. Or some, bugs or grubs and things that
Yeah, bugs and stuff. Probably, as you, are about to leave, some, desert goblins arrive, and they're just like, "Oh! Hello!"
My friends, hello! By the way, none of you can understand what Debru's saying.
Ah! You speak our goblin language!
Yes, I do, my friend.
Ah!
Anything afoot in these parts, or is everything alright?
Pretty good. We had the sandstorm a couple seconds ago, but it's all good now.
Yeah, it's all good now, isn't it?
Ah,
Anyone of you got any in your eyes, or are you alright?
I know, my eyes are used to it by now. There's just, sand dripping down from his eyes.
Laura's going to interrupt and be in speaking goblin, because guess what? She can speak goblin.
Oh.
She does. I checked her languages. I only just discovered
Sweet, so
that.
the only one... Wait,
So she's
so
just been listening into your whole conversation.
Right. I'm gonna be like, oh mate, come here. Do you want me to wash that out with some of the water over here?
Oh no, it's fine. I'm used to it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you trying to be tough?
No, it doesn't hurt. My eyes hurt though.
Mate, just come here.
Screen just reloaded as I was looking at something, so that's kind of frustrating.
Zora's gonna chuckle and just look at Debra and be like, "You really are a father figure, aren't you?"
Shush.
Say anything, I'll cut you.
It's it's true, but fuck you. It's just come here, darling, come here. And I scoop up some water, with a cup or something like that, and I start I hold their head to the side and just help wash out the sand.
Yeah. You're only a perception.
Oh shit! We've been going great with perception. Fucking shit!
Can the others roll perception?
Say, I'm right next to her if you need me to. 21.
Okay. And let's see it.
Oh,
Goodbye. They left the chat. They're like, that we see nothing. Bye. Also, Milo, you are our attention-seeking whore. Get out.
so he keeps freezing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll do a roll for this again. Yeah. So yeah, like you wash the sand out of his eyes, like clearly, like he was like slightly tearing from it, but yeah, you managed to like get like all the sand out from its eyes, and then yeah.
Oh, I wonder what the perception was for.
Thank you. It's starting to hurt actually, but I appreciate it.
Okay, good. Now, did you take anything from my pockets while I was doing that?
No. Would you like to trade this thunderstone pistol? I just acquired it.
I'm looking directly
It's the
into
one
his eyes.
It's the one from your bag.
Zora's just gonna cut in and be like, and speaking in Goblin, it's just gonna say, now that was a very smooth still.
Rolled a 22, so just off of it.
The thing is that I know what they're like, so even if I didn't notice, I know that they probably would.
Yeah.
That's why it was plausible for you to ask.
Yes. I look directly in his eye and I'm just like, no, is that it? I'll just be like, interesting that is. Could I offer you maybe some food?
Food. He like looks up and down. I like the crab.
That is not food.
But it looks tasty.
You were not having our crab.
I'm like, I hold my head up, I'm like, are you sure you want to have that much of a burden?
I like the crab though.
If you can't, do you see these pincers?
Yeah.
It'd be like having a cat with you. You know what cats are like with goblins? They
Oh.
slash at them, and they could
Not the
piss
cats.
on you. They
You don't
could
like
piss
cats
on.
here.
You do not like cats here. They could piss on your trinkets.
Yes.
That's not good. That is not worth it.
Vito
You
brought
see?
the cat home last night. It was very annoying. It beat a lot of our trinkets. We didn't like
Exactly.
We got
You
rid of
don't.
it.
You
Actually,
don't
we ate
want it. Yeah, I know. But you don't want the crap. Is what I'm trying to get at.
Uh-huh.
You don't want it.
Right.
Now, what you probably do want, which is useful, would be some food.
Food?
We've got a couple of bits of food here, and I like pull out like some of the stuff I had foraged just then.
I don't like berries.
But we've got. You want some berries?
No, I
If
don't
we
like
have-
the berries. The taste of
You don't like. Okay, you don't like the berries. We have some fish.
fish?
Yes, we got some fish.
What's a fish?
Fish come from water. They're meat if you cook it over a fire, and just be careful of the bones.
tasty meat that would taste like.
Yes, yes. Now you gotta be careful because there are some bones in them, but only a few.
Okay.
But you can use the bones as like a toothpick at the end.
Oh, I like toothpicks.
Exactly. So, or you could use it as a comb if you got some hair. You could like use
No, I
use
take the
bones
fish.
as- You take the fish. Okay, here's the fish, and I get my pistol back.
Yeah, you give some just the back. Trading with Vanessa Gold. There we go.
That was a lot of fun. Alright, have a good day now, mate.
You too. I like your crab though. It looks. I still like it. It's very tasty looking.
Yeah, but it pisses.
He pisses off. Fuck off then.
Okay, good.
He starts like marching off.
Fuck off to you too, mate. This is like as in like a non-rude way. It's like a goblin, like goodbye. It's fuck off.
Legit is a goblin goodbye.
Fuck off. Fuck off, right?
So yeah, you guys continue on. So 1, 2, 3,
Traveling
4,
Azura is gonna just
5,
like
6,
look at
7,
Tabru
8.
and say this in
Just
Goblin.
make it.
Was that,
Yeah.
Azura? What'd you say?
Okay. I was gonna have her say, what was I gonna have her say?
I think you were talking about the goblin thing.
Yeah. I see what you mean about goblins, that they will steal from you and then try to sell it back to you.
Yeah, the trick is to always have some food on your hand, because they usually always want food.
I will keep that in mind.
Also, I'm gonna do it. It's reset from the Yeah, you arrive just on the outskirts of the ruin. You can kind of make it out in the distance. It's very hard to tell, but yeah.
You guys want to have a bit of a rest tonight, because it's a bit dark.
Good idea.
Yeah, Onyx has been travelling all day, and there was that thing with the goblins, so I'll have a bit of a rest so we can see what's going on here.
I think that'd be a fantastic idea.
Alright, we set up camp again. So we go to bed,
I'm gonna move you guys up so you can
or we move suddenly.
I was gonna say, I was moving you over so you can see it. Like, there appears to be like a small like building.
We're still gonna camp out before going into the ruin.
All I see is this nice line going across here, and then my token.
1 second.
I still see just a nice line on my token. Oh, there we go. It just went boom.
Yeah, it's daytime!
Tim's in love with the shift.
Just you. I'm not enjoying it at all.
I go and like lean up to Onyx and I go, okay, Onyx, we're gonna go inside. Would you like to splash around in the water?
Cheers.
Have a good nice splash. I don't know how long we're gonna be in there. We have, and I pull out like a bag of food that's for Onyx. I'm like, now eat it, but sparingly. And there should be some fish if in there. Save the jerky for last, okay?
Cheers happily just like sits in like the water.
Also, alert us if anyone comes near.
Cheers happily and yeah, sits there.
Okay. Let's go!
Let's go.
Let's go!
Let's go!
This way. In we go.
Yeah, it's like
And
the water
like-
there is a bit deep, but yeah.
I mean, it's hot as fuck. It's probably nice to just kind of wade our way through it.
And Zora's probably like, oh, yeah, I love this.
Because that means that any breeze that comes to us now is going to feel nice and cool. That is until it gets warm and then we're sweaty, but that's fine. We're going inside. Which way do we want to go? What's in here? That is the back. There's a door over here, mates!
It used to be locked.
It is locked. Let's have it out!
What?
Are you good at unlocking doors?
What would that be under sleight of hand?
Yes.
I know someone who's great at like lock picking.
They're not here.
No, they're here.
Lockpicking lawyer.
Yeah, like they have like a nice large lockpick.
Okay.
Finally clicks.
Yeah, as soon as they said the door was locked, I was like, Azora just read out her battle axe, slam into it. But I didn't want to do that.
What Korak would do, just thunk.
Yeah, but Azora's not Korak. If no one's good at lockpicking, I can just smash it open.
Oh, I was gonna give it a shot.
Well, go ahead, give it a shot so we're not wasting a door.
Yeah, that'd be sleight of hand, right?
Yep, sleight of hand.
Oh, nice. 18.
Yeah, you managed to get it. Like, it's a little bit of, like, clearly it's been here for a long time, so, like, there's a bit of rust in there, and you, like, have to get past, like, the picks and stuff, and, like, yeah. Eventually, it does open. Swings open to a small room. Yeah.
What's he need?
Inside, going in. Inside, there's a small cupboard, and there appears to be a hatch that's covered with a couple, like, sand.
I'm gonna try and pull it open.
Okay. Do me probably a strength or athletics check, your choice. Probably athletics would be the better option.
Mm-hmm. $15.
Yeah, like, you, like, try and strain your, like, muscles, like, clearly, like, they bulge up and stuff as you're trying to, like, lift it up, but it's been here for so long, it's clearly, like, shut tight.
Here, let me have a go at it.
Farmville, you're probably better at it than me.
Athletics, was it?
I mean, you could do strength.
Yeah. Having the same
So
trouble.
it's rolled the same.
Okay, let's try it at the same time, maybe.
Okay, let's try together.
Whoever has the
Try
highest
it
roll
again.
advantage.
I have +6.
On athletics.
Yeah.
Okay, you have one more than me. I am only slightly weaker than you.
Yeah.
I did! Hey!
You managed to get it open.
Teamwork!
Teamwork is the dream work.
You open it up, like, a bit like of sand falls downstairs, but, like, it appears to be a cellar that has lots of water in it. Who's going down first?
I'll go down first.
I'm assuming Azura's next.
Yeah, Zara would be
And
next.
Yesenia would be next. I'll just put Yesenia properly. So
Yep.
I just realized there's probably like a barrel and a chest that we probably could have looked at up here, but that's fine.
yeah.
I wade my way through the water. This is
The
a
water
song.
is like very muggy. Like there's bones on the floor.
Ew!
But yeah,
What's in the boxes?
Yeah, like opening up the cupboards, like it appears to be just like bits of paper and like very faded and crumble, and you pick it up. Then there's like rotten food and stuff like that.
I'm gonna feel my way across the walls to see if there's anything like a, I don't know, like a lever or something like that on the walls.
Okay, do me a probably investigation.
Probably helping out. Because, like, she's learnt to follow Debru's.
Both of you do an investigation then. Listening, are you going down then?
I'm just trying to stay on the stairs, just like above the waterline.
Yeah, like you're feeling along the walls. You can't feel anything from what you can. But yeah.
So, what do you normally do in this predicament, Debru?
We'll try and find like a trap door or something like that. Anything of value.
This could just be a dead end, an old basement.
Could be. I'm gonna double check the walls again.
Roll me another investigation.
$17.
Yeah, like probably on this wall, you find a scroll. Like basically, you find like a loose stone and you like push it in, but like it doesn't get pushed in any further. But you then grab it and pull it free, and behind it there's a scroll.
I gently pry it from the wall. What is the scroll?
Do a probably Arcana. See if you can determine what kind of scroll it is. Unless you have the spell. No, you do not.
I do not. I do not know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, like looking at it, you can't tell what kind of spell it is. You can tell it's like from the amount of words on it. It's probably a small sort of spell, not too powerful, but yeah.
I look at you guys and go, "Does any of you guys know magic?"
Not really my forte, but I'm willing to have a look.
Yeah, I like hold it out so you can have a look at it.
Yep.
No one has proficiency yet. That means it's gonna be a high DC. You can always try and use
Well,
it.
I'm not a magic user, so did you want me to roll my Arcana?
Yeah. Roll on
Unless
Arcana.
of course the DC is a 20 or higher, then I'm not going to bother rolling.
Roll. There's a high
Okay.
chance you could possibly roll it, but it's also a low chance.
15.
Yeah, like looking at it, it's maybe like you've seen the words before, but you just don't know like what it could be.
Yep, I have no clue. Sorry.
Like Debru, you would know that you could possibly cast it.
Would casting it like destroy the scroll, or
It
is
would.
it just like? Yeah, I'm not gonna risk that if it's something I can sell. I'm just gonna be like, I'm not sure what it is, but it seems to be of somewhat value if it's been put in a wall.
So that means we could sell it later? For
Yeah,
money?
probably, or I don't know, maybe Ruby could use it or something. But in any case, this is probably what's all that's down here, unless you guys want to keep looking.
We'll keep looking just to make sure that we're not missing anything.
Alright. And start patting the back of the cupboards.
I'm gonna just stay up here and just like
Listen,
tend to
you're
it.
still carrying the Hersh's sword, aren't you?
No, I am.
No, I gave it to Debra.
That's right. Debru has it, so I'm gonna quickly mark it down on your sheet.
Alright, I forgot to take it off mine, didn't I?
Just so I can remember. Like, what were you doing, Debru?
I was patting down the backs of the cupboards to see if there was like a false back to it.
No, there doesn't appear to be any false backs, but you can feel the Hersh's sword vibrating.
I'm gonna like hold it by its sheath, not its handle, and kind of like start like walking around the room and seeing if it vibrates more and which direction I hold it in.
Like a dowsing rod.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, yeah. Which way are you heading first?
I'll like head towards this wall over here.
Yeah, like, it seems quite weak in the vibrations.
Okay, I walk down this way.
It's starting to get, like, a bit more, like, fluctuated.
And I'll walk down this way.
Yeah, like, as you get to about the middle, it feels really intense.
I stand over here.
Yeah, like, pointing it towards the wall, it's, like, heavily vibrating.
I'm gonna put it back on my back and then I'm gonna start to try and, like, feel at the wall if there was, like, a loose stone again.
Do it with advantage. Like,
16.
feeling around, you're not too sure. Like, you're patting it down, but you've got the feeling that there's clearly something you're missing here.
Can I start like pulling on the rocks to see if like any of them fall loose?
Nothing feels loose, from what you can tell.
What are you doing, Taboo?
There's something on the other side of this wall.
Okay. Zora's gonna come over and see if she can see, feel, whatever.
You guys good? You're going a bit over time.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just probably like about 25 minutes, so about 10:30.
If nothing is loose,
Hang on.
Hmm.
I'm going to come down, finally. What if we use this chair to check the roof? Or, well...
you've got a point there, actually. Debris gonna get the chair and prop it up.
Yeah, it's
And
quite
then-
waterlogged, like, it's clearly been in here for a long time.
I'm just gonna like say, "Spot me," and then I'm gonna stand on the chair.
Yep, I'll hold an action to catch debris if the chair breaks.
Do a deck save. 'Cause it's immediately breaking.
Oh.
It's been here for years.
Me or debris? There.
18.
Yeah. Debris, you managed to catch, like, yourself and, like, listen, you managed to catch Debris without taking any damage.
Yep.
Hey, maybe poke the wall. or
Maybe
something.
one of us lifts each other up to get higher?
That
Do
would work.
you want me to lift you up? Like one of you guys up or something?
I'm quite heavy. I've got some muscle to me.
I know, but I think do you want to carry me then?
How about we pick up Luciana? Are you okay with that?
Well, I'm probably the lightest of all of you, so...
Alright.
Exactly.
True. I think we could be like a pyramid sort of thing, so it's a bit
Yeah,
more
we can
stable.
both lift you up at the same time. That would work.
Yeah. And then you got both of us holding on to you.
Ugh.
Awesome.
Okay.
Let's do this. I'm just gonna like stand here, like just with my
Okay.
tokens.
This is going
We are
lovely.
cheerleading. This is cheerleading.
Alright, what are we rolling?
Yeah, what are we rolling?
So you're stacking each other up on each other? Acrobatics, I'll say.
Not on top. It's me and Zero at the bottom, like
Athletics,
as like
then,
yeah.
Either
We
athletics
all
or
roll in that, or like...
Yeah. For me,
acrobatics.
it'll Alex.
Yeah, for listeners,
I'd say for
acrobatics.
you two, athletics, and then
Acrobatics for
Lucinia
Lucinia.
for
Yeah.
acrobatics, yeah.
Ooh. Ooh, I am not a stable. I'm not a stable one.
None of all the heavy lifting is quite used to this.
What's Lucinia's roll?
9. I'm
Yeah.
not used to this thing.
Oh no!
Like, you're like trying to... You managed to climb up on like Azura pretty well, but like, Debris, like, you're like standing on a bit of like a bone.
I step on a bit of like splintered wood from the chair. And
Yeah,
I
like
follow.
the splintered bit of the chair, and like you like put your foot on it, and it slides underneath you, and then Lucinia, you get dragged down with Debris and
Sorry!
splash in the water.
Sorry.
We're good. Let's try again.
You're good. Sorry. Very sorry.
Debris, like basically, when like you fall over, the scroll from like before that you picked up, like lands in the water. It unravels, and it lights up.
No!
Need to use that scroll.
Turns out it's level 9 fireball.
I think we need to use that scroll, perhaps.
Okay. I'm gonna pick up the scroll and I might go, everyone, in case I fuck up, go up the stairs.
Yep.
That
Goes
he'll
up the stairs.
I have no problem with that.
Zora's gonna stand in front of Lucinia.
So we're about to staying there. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you spend 10 minutes casting it, as it's apparently a ritual spell. Once you start casting it, you realize it's detect magic. And basically, once you finish it, your eyes get that sense of magic, so you can see magical objects written in a language that I think you don't know. I'll just double check. Yep, you do not know. There is a bunch of words written on the wall.
Certainly.
What's happening to Brew? It's been 10 minutes. What's going on?
There's some writing in the wall. I can't make out what it actually is. Does anyone have like a book or something that I can copy it onto?
Zora hands over her journal.
Yeah, for reference, the scroll would burn up.
Yeah. I knew that was gonna happen, so I was like, okay, I can't really put it on the fucking magic scroll. So I'm gonna copy exactly what I see into the book.
Yep. Yeah, so you start writing it down. Immediately, Lucinia, you would recognize this. It is Dwarvish.
Oh.
Probably like a bit more of a formal sort of like Dwarvish, but it is Dwarvish.
Alright.
And I hold it up to you guys, and I go, does any of you guys recognize this?
I do believe that's Dwarvish.
What's it say?
That's... Yeah, what does it say?
A path that opens shall guide us the way.
The path that opens shall guide us the way.
As soon as you speak the words, the passage opens.
Oh. Well.
Well, that was a lot more simple than we made it complicated.
I
I'm
mean,
sitting there going, just release the scroll.
Scrolls are expensive.
We want money!
we want money!
I
And
know.
Zora's just gonna walk straight on through.
You guys walk in. Basically, inside you see a bunch of chambers. Standing in the center of the room is a large dwarven statue. Appears to be holding like a warhammer, and basically on a small little plaque in the front of it there is words written on this plaque.
The brew is now buzzing with excitement.
What does it read?
Thou shalt only choose one chamber. Take any more, and thou shalt know pain of drowning.
Don't be greedy. That makes understandable.
Okay, so let's weigh our options and...
Alright, let's have a look at the
One.
distance as to what is in each chamber.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go check this chamber first then.
Yeah, so you head over to... so for Azura, you're standing over at that one. Yeah, so in that chamber there appears to be a plant with 3 golden fruit on it. This plant has sort of a purple with a light blue sort of tinge to it.
What's in this chamber?
In that chamber you see 2 sort of sickles in the shape of moons and a red whip.
What's in Lucinia's chamber
Yeah.
that she's looking at?
In Lucinia's chamber, you see a long greatsword, clearly dwarven made.
Yep. Now let's check the rest of the chambers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
listen
in
to
that,
this.
in the first chamber on the left, there is a pile of bones.
Definitely not this one.
On the far right on the first chambers, there is 3 spiders, clearly like made of gold, but they have mechanical nature to them.
What's in this one?
A double-bladed scimitar, clearly dwarven made, but with some fancy nature to it. And in the final one, there appears to be a tomb.
Oh,
Okay, so looks like we have a lot of options.
You can only go in one though.
I feel like this one would be a good option. Who knows what's in it?
At the same time, it's the most obvious.
Can you all do a perception?
I got a
Hey.
13.
Did you roll well?
Yeah, the Roger roll.
You
7.
notice that the door has actually sealed shut behind you guys. Like
Right.
the secret passage that you guys came in through has shut.
Well, we have to make a choice, obviously.
Hold on, before we do, Deborah,
Hmm?
what was it that
Yeah.
made you feel like the...
Oh yeah! I'm gonna
Door.
hold the I'm gonna take the sword out again and see if it's vibrating.
Yep.
And like kinda use it like a dowel again.
Yeah. The center tomb right there is where it's directing you.
I'm
Right.
gonna look at these two and go like, there's something that I need to get in that one. It's not
course.
really something we can sell, but it's important.
I understand completely.
Hey, sometimes it's not about benefit, making a benefit of us, but helping others.
I mean, yeah.
And
Alright.
if you sense that this is the one, this should be the one then.
I put it on my back and then I go and enter this chamber.
So you basically, you walk up and there appears to be like a handprint sort of thing. So like if anyone's seen the movie Scoob, basically
Yeah.
it's like a handprint sort of thing. And you place your hand on that, the door opens, and you can step through.
I go around to this one and I try and lift up the lid.
Super easily able to lift. Inside, you can see what appears to be a sword, and in the middle of this sword is a small gem that looks vaguely familiar to you.
I'm gonna pick up the sword.
There can be only one.
I'm gonna pick up the sword and I'm gonna walk out. Is there anything else in the tomb? Like gold or anything like that, or is it just the sword?
There would probably be, let's roll a d10, 7 platinum,
I pick up the 7 platinum.
and I will do 2d10, 16 gold.
I'll pick up that as well, and I pick up the a piece of platinum and gold and be like, and look at the two and I'll be like, this wasn't completely useless.
We're rich.
I think anything's
More
useless.
money than I've ever seen in my
but
life.
I'm glad to hear that there is something in there.
And I put that into my bag and I'll be like, this will go towards the funds, not to us. Funds, not us.
Well,
Funds,
you picked
not
up
us.
this gem, didn't you?
Yeah, I picked up the sword with the gem on it.
Yeah, so picking up the sword, basically as you pick it up, it starts to reform, into what appears to be a small little fragment, and then it snaps onto the sword that the Hirsch had, and creates like a sort of a new blade part to it. Still connected on the main blade, but it's like a little bit longer now.
Whoa. I'm gonna pick up the rest of the gold and platinum in there, put that in my bag, and just feel around the tomb to see if there was anything else in it.
Nothing else.
Okay.
Apart from this body. I got this
okay.
dwarven body.
I just like look at the guys and I just go, very sorry. I'll put the tomb back on. And I put the lid back on the tomb. Rest in peace and whatever. And then I make my way out.
Yep. As you leave, like the bars come back down.
Alright. There's a lot of valuable shit in here, but let's not touch it.
Yes.
I
Let's
don't
see
want
if
to.
the door is actually open, though.
True.
Seems to be still shut.
Goes back to the inscription.
Basically
And
what
reads it again.
like it said before.
Which was...
Thou shall only take one, or thou shall feel the pain of drowning.
Was there, like, anything else in that chamber?
I mean, there wasn't
key?
there wasn't a key in there, no.
What was it that opened the door in the first place? What were those words again?
Oh, I hold up the book. I'll give you back your journal in a second. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's all good. At least I'll have a record of these words.
Yeah.
We can write the translation underneath it too.
Yeah, it's written in Dwarvish as well.
Is Luciana gonna say the translation?
Yeah, what's the translation again?
So the translation is basically, so it's written in Dwarvish. The translation is, "Thou shalt only choose one chamber, or thou shalt feel the pain of draining."
No.
No.
The
The
journal.
one-
What we've written down in the journal to get into this room.
Right, to get into this room, it was, I can't remember now. To get into the room, it was, shit, I've forgotten now. Because that one was off the top of my head.
Well, I guess it ain't important for us to exit then.
I think it would probably have another saying on the back of it, which would be, I have chosen one. I
I'm done.
am done, yeah. Sounds silly, but yeah, it'd be that.
Is there any other writtenness on the back of the door?
Yeah, so that would be written on the back of this door that you guys
So-
came through.
The senior can read that out and we can leave then.
Yeah, so you read it out. What was going on my phone? Jesus. I've got messages and I was checking my phone. Fix that up. Anyway.
Oh! No, listen here!
Yeah, so you basically walk up to the door, read out the thing on the door opens.
Well, I guess that's all, folks.
But as it opens, the other rooms all open. Apart from
Guys.
the one that was open before.
Guys, the chamber's opened.
It could be a trap though.
Or do you think it's sort of saying that you followed the guidelines, you weren't greedy? What's from your experience, Debru? Like,
To be fair, it's a bit of a mix, not gonna lie. Some are a bit like that, and others, if you linger too long, the room starts to fill anyway.
Zora's gonna turn back to the original, just the instruction, and see if like any words have changed or anything.
Doesn't seem to have changed any words.
So confusing. Like,
Azura, if you want to try and grab something out, use your axe to try and reach across. Because sometimes with these things is that you go into one of the open rooms and the gates come down on you again.
I don't know. It's just the fruits were calling to me.
Try and bring the pot over to you, maybe. With, like, a stick.
I don't know. Should we?
I mean, if we tell our job here was to kind of tell the person about the place and what happens in it, so maybe if it's an individual thing where we get one person to come down, grab something, then come back out again, maybe we could do it that way.
Then that would be being greedy.
No, but it's a different person each time they come in.
But at the same time, it's like, it's still a sense of being greedy, isn't it?
I don't want to risk it, just by the way, but we can tell the person that hired us what had happened.
I guess so.
We're just saying, before you cut out,
Yeah.
As we were leaving, and after you spoke the words that were on the back of the door and it opened it up, that all the chambers opened up except for the one that we went in.
Right.
So we're trying to decide if we want to go into any of the chambers and grab something, or if we want to just leave it just in case it's a trap.
I think that might just be temptation.
I think it's a trap as well, but I think that because we've already been hired by someone, we'll have something to actually sell them, which is the information of this place.
Yes.
So I think we should go, tell them what we found, what's down here, because I think that the artifacts are more what they're interested in. We'll just tell them what we saw.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's go! We leave the basement.
So, is Zora leaving?
Zora's gonna go over to the plant chamber and peer in. She's not gonna step in yet. She's just gonna peer in to have a closer look at the plant.
Yep. So make sure you
'Cause
move.
it intrigues her because she's never seen anything like that.
Yep. And Lucinia, what are you doing?
I will. I'll go over to where Azura is.
Yep.
Like just a couple steps behind.
Yeah. Just for reference, like all the doors have suddenly opened apart from the one that you guys went into.
Yeah.
Alright. So let's about that.
Guys, we'll get...
Sorry,
Yeah.
just moved your token off.
Yeah, I can tell.
There you
Mates, we get them...
You really should leave.
Mates. It's more trouble than it's worth to try and fuck around with temples when it gets to this point.
That a flower wouldn't be anything that I would recognize either, would it?
No, it appears completely unnatural.
That's why Zora's intrigued.
Hey, do me a nature check, actually. Now that I think about it.
Who?
Both of us saw.
Lucinia only.
Alright.
Rip.
For 20.
20? Yeah, I'd say from books of legend, you would possibly recognize this now that you've like actually sat down and had a look at it. Maybe reading through like a book, you've heard stories of an ancient plant that granted some unnatural ability, enhancing one's nature, giving them some sort of abilities. And for your people, actually, they used this plant once upon a time. It was lost many, many years ago. In fact, it was stolen, the original plant source.
This is... Well, I never thought I'd ever see it.
Do you recognize what it is?
It's an old, ancient plant. Very powerful and... well... sought after by many. Not anymore, of course.
8 idea for this place. I've heard of the places around the edges of Zabrasa and other places of diving, where there's types of armor that can actually make you breathe underwater. If we were to collect some of these, we could come back to this place, place that on us, and then come down and collect everything later.
Wanting to collect everything, though. Like, this is an ancient place. Some of it should be left as it is.
This was stolen from... never mind.
No, tell me. If it was stolen from your people once upon a time, it means you're not being greedy or anything if you...
Well...
Is there any writing on the back of the statue?
No.
We should... Well, let's wait until we can get out
Right.
safely.
Yeah.
I don't want to risk your lives as well as my own grabbing a simple plant. One that we've lived without for many years.
Look, I'm quite partial to the scimitar, the sword, and the whip in this place. There's some really interesting... And also, there's this sickle over here that kind of has like a moon motif on it. Kind of looks like something that would be out of, you know, a certain child that we have no longer possession of.
Yep.
Where everything in this room is meant to call to us. What a pity.
I think that's the idea of this place. Oh well.
We'll come back. How about that?
We'll be back later.
Yeah. I'll keep this on the map so as we can navigate our way back.
Yep.
Just before we go, Zora's just gonna go take a closer look at the bones because she's curious why they'll just have a room full of bones.
Yeah.
I feel like that room is a warning.
It basically, you look into it, it appears to all be human bones, but looking closer, there's like what appears to be a book on the bones.
Weird. Book on the bones. Book of Death? That's what it represents. Well, I guess we're leaving this place then.
We'll find out about this stuff again later on, okay? We'll come back.
I doubt any of us can hold our breath for as long as we would need to.
Look, I'm going to save up some of my own personal money because I know that there's this type of armor that can be used for diving. So
Are you just waiting for you guys to say, aren't you a water ganassi? Can't you just breathe underwater?
we know that you're an ice ganassi. It's different.
Wait, wouldn't you be able to make a temporary breather mask with ice?
Don't know, never tried it.
Look, let's just come back to this place later.
Let's do that.
That way, we can have more people down here to grab shit.
Alright.
Hell, vámonos.
Although it would probably be less expensive to only hire one of those diving suits.
True. Or buy. Alright, we're gonna leave this place.
Actually gonna leave now.
Yes.
As Azura steps over that line, the doors to those gates shut.
The gate is... This one is still kinda...
Assuming you're talking about
Yeah, the ones to the chambers.
Yeah.
You can hear the metal of the gates shutting.
Well, it is only metal. We can always
Chop,
break
chop.
it somehow.
So,
Force
hopefully
away,
that
though.
means that we did the right thing. 'Cause that's a lot of cool shit in there.
Yes, it is.
What the whip thing? It looks cool.
Well, if you guys are all stepping out,
We all step out and we're gonna...
the passage closes behind you.
We still have the messages what was on the wall, so...
Yeah. So
make
we
our
are-
way... I'll pass the book back to Azura on the way out. With the translation underneath it.
Okay, so we're in that one. Right?
Yeah.
What about in this upper
Probably
room here?
moved in by now.
You can get into this room by just going through the water.
Oh,
We should probably take a look around here and just make sure there's nothing else we've missed.
What's in this chest?
Yeah, like it's a chest that's unlocked. You open it up. There appears to just be a single gold coin.
I grab it.
Yep.
barrel probably filled with old food and stuff.
Yeah, the barrel appears to be just old food. Yeah.
Ready to head back, mates?
I suppose.
We'll be able to make our way back here eventually and get all the with those valuable things again.
Yes.
But we'll be better prepared next time for it. Who knows, maybe I'll learn how to fucking destroy the trap before it can be set on us.
That would be useful.
Hey, something I've been trying to teach myself was how to disarm traps, so...
Perhaps I could help.
yeah. Oh, I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there.
Yes.
Hello, Nix, it's time to go! Have you been a good girl?
Yeah, like basically it just like foams from the mouth, like chitters its legs happily.
Who's my good girl? Who's your good girl?
A nickname for her? Nixie.
Do you like it? Like looking directly into
Like
Nix.
looks towards Zura, then looks back to you, chitters.
Is that a positive chitter or like a just
Slight
a kind of-
positive, like you can tell it's a slight positive.
She's alright with it.
Well, I'm glad, Nixie.
Again, chitters again.
Alright. I slide onto the back and get ready to go.
Shall we leave it there?
Yeah, I think we should leave it there.
And that's where I was
And
going
so-
to actually leave it. Yeah. Then I'm gonna do a private session with the other two, see what they get up to.
Mm.
Alright, well, thank you all for watching. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Ciao!
Bye.
Bruh.